Good morning. Good morning to all of you.
Good
Good
morning, sir.
morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, sir.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, sir.
It's so wonderful to see all of you. My God. I missed all of you. All of you.
Good
Good
morning, children. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Oh, good morning, Miss Anime. Good morning to Mrs. A. Ganguly. Ma'am, you have to unmute yourself.
আনমিউট আছে আনমিউট আছে আমি পারি করতে
It's so good to see all of you. All dressed up, all in your costumes. I can see so many of you in your costumes. We are waiting for the judges to join us. Once that happens, your class teacher will introduce all the participants. Can all of you hear me? Just raise your hands if you can hear me. Raise your hands if you can hear me. Very good. All of you follow instructions. Very good. Most of you are ready. Sit down, relax. Karnika, sit down, relax. I can see you standing.
All ready.
When it starts, we will let you know. I can see all of you are ready. We are just waiting for the judges to join us.
It is ঠিক আছে ঠিক আছে একটু আগে
So I can see Akshita, Swastik, Archit, KR, Shriram, Shoham Shaha, Abhinav Hari, Durgesh. We all remember Durgesh, isn't it? Very good storyteller. The others as well. We have Tiasha there. Arushi is there, yes. Advitya is there. Anvisha, Indrani, Payal, Biswas, Anandu is there. Sampriti is also there. Swarnendu, Debatrita. So all the participants are here. Devjani Miss, can you confirm whether all the participants are present?
Yes, sir. 1 second. Let's see. Yes, 18 of them. 18 of them are present. I think Arnab Datta. One boy is missing. He hasn't come yet. Arnab.
Mom, Arnab has told to English literature sir that he will not come in the storytelling competition.
Okay, then 18. All of them have come, sir. Then one name has to be cut. Arnab Datta. He is not participating.
The judges have joined us. We have 2 of our judges already with us. We are waiting for the 3rd judge. Have all of you read the rules and regulations that was put up on WhatsApp?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, not your head.
So how many minutes do you have?
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes, sir.
Very good.
3 minutes, sir.
Very good. We have our judges with us. Mrs. A. Ganguly is. Ma'am, where are you? Oh, you're there. Okay. Miss P. Rosario has joined us. And Mrs. Marina Sampaio Das is also there with us. We can see her picture, but we cannot see her. We can see Mrs. A. Ganguly here. All right, judges, can we start now? Could we get an affirmative from our judges?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Marina, ma'am, is the internet okay there?
Yes, sir.
Connection okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. All our participants with us. Devjani, miss.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Good morning to each and every one of you. Welcome. Welcome to all of you, your parents, your class teacher, our judges, to our very first online storytelling competition. All right. We wish all of you the very best of luck. Remember, the rules and regulations were sent to you via WhatsApp. Our judges for today, we have our senior English teacher, Mrs. A. Ganguly. Our second judge is also a senior teacher, our senior history teacher, Mrs. Marina Sampaio Das. And we have a senior English teacher with us as well, Miss P. Rosario. A big thank you, gratitude from my side, from the principal, from the vice principal, from the teacher in charge, for consenting to judge today's program. Thank you so much, Mrs. A. Ganguly, Mrs. Marina Sampaio Das, and Miss P. Rosario. I know, we know you have a very busy schedule with corrections, with online classes. Once again, I extend my gratitude to all three of you for consenting once again to judge today's program. Of course, I would like to thank our chairman, our managing trustee as well, for giving us that support and cooperation to hold today's program. Our principal, sir, our vice principal, sir, and the teacher in charge will be with us shortly. Meanwhile, I will hand you over to our judges. They will tell you more about the rules and regulations and exactly what you need to follow. So I hand you over to the judges. Teachers, if you would like to share something with the students, any one of our judges could do that.
Good morning, children. Well, the marks will be given to you based on the theme that you have chosen, your pronunciation, the voice modulation. When you're telling a story, it gives the effect to the story, your fluency, You should not hesitate, should not stop in between. And your presentation, that means your dress, you're using any props to relate your story, you will be marked on that as well. Okay? Any doubts that you have? It's clear with to all of you? All right, all the best. And we hope to enjoy a lot of stories from all of you. Okay, don't let us fall asleep.
Oh, we are sure that they will definitely give us some enthralling stories. We are so anxious. So all of you are ready? All of you are ready? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Miss
Yes, sir.
Anyone has any
would you like
question?
to say something, ma'am?
Anyone has any question to ask? You can ask now before starting.
Miss
Any children?
would you like to say something, ma'am?
I would like to wish all the children all the best. And so even said, even the other judge, Marina Miss said, like, I'm looking forward to a very fun-filling day today, wherein I can hear a lot of stories and with morals in it. And definitely as a guideline, be stick to that, please. Be careful with your pronunciation, the way you animate your voice, so that you can make it really interesting, right, for us. So all the best to all of you, and let's start the program today.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Our class teacher, Miss D. Singh. Miss,
Yes,
would you like to share something? Would you like to tell your students something? Yes.
Just want to say, children, you all are looking very good, and all the best. Don't worry. Whatever you have planned, whatever you have decided, just go on with it. And I know my class will do the best. You all are looking very pretty, very nice. First time I'm looking at you all at this outfit. Very nice, very good. All the best. I want everyone to do well. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So, requesting our class teacher, since you have the list with you, could you give the name of the first student? So if you give the name of the first participant, our judge will also mark that participant accordingly.
Participant number 1, Swastik Aich.
So good morning, sir. I will share you a story and all my ma'ams also. So I will share a story of a dog and a boy. So I can start.
Yes, start.
Once upon a time, there was a boy who was going through the park and see a small dog standing in the park. So he decided to bring the dog, but suddenly he think that his mother and father don't like the dogs only. So he decided to bring the dog to his room. After 1 minute, he go to the market and bring the food for the dog. He bites some chickens and other things to feed the dog. After some seconds, he come through the home and they eat together. By suddenly the dog barked loudly and his father told him, "Who is there in the other room?" And the boy shouted until, "Father, it is coming from the other side." So the father tell him, "Okay." So after one day, they see the dog going around the home. So his mother told, "Who is there in the balcony?" So he catched the dog and tell, "Get out from my home." And the boy cried too much. After one day, they see the dog in the market while they were going to the market. One day they go to the market and see the dog standing. The dog was seeing them and the boy was also sad to see him by standing in the footpath. So a small pillar was about to fall in the boy. So the dog ran and go to save the boy and barked loudly. So the boy ran so fast, and the dog was hurt. He was safe, and from that time, his mother and father likes dogs and other animals also. The moral of the story is we should love all the animals because they are kind, and we should feed them because they don't get anything to eat. The who live in footpath. Thank you, sir.
All right, Swarnendu. Well said. The narration was good. All right. I am sure that the judges would definitely like to tell you something in regards to your story. So if the judges could share a feedback with Swarnendu, remember this is a learning time for all of you. Now it's important for us to understand that you need to have a lot of courage, you need to have a lot of confidence at your age, all right, at this juncture, to come up and even say a few words.
Okay, sir.
But today, you have actually shown that courage to narrate a story, all right? One step at a time, and one day we will definitely reach perfection. That will happen. Okay, so I will request any one of our judges if they could share something with Swarnendu.
Yes, Swarnendu, it was really nice, like, you coming up with such a story. And I'm myself, like, love animals in particular. So, like, all animals, like, different kind of animals are coming in today. Like, it's really interesting in that way. Yeah. As sir even said, it really takes a lot of courage. Like, it's not easy even for us sometimes as teachers also to speak in front of so many people, right? And you've done a really good job. Like, there was a kind of a modulation we could hear, like, when you were trying to implement or tell us the story. But another thing I would like to tell you, like, where you need to work on is you need to read a lot of storybooks. Yes. Our children don't, you need to read. If you read, what happens? You come across words, like new words you learn. Then, like, you understand the structure of a sentence, because there were certain grammatical errors were going, like, with the tenses a little here and there. Now, being an English teacher, I'm sorry I'm highlighting that to you, but this is how we learn, right? So when you're talking, so go slow and understand what you're saying and do it. Otherwise, it was like really nice. It was a nice way of saying wherein we need to be kind. As like, human beings, we need to be kind to animals. That was really nice. And like, all of your friends should understand that too. Every one of us, if we start helping, like, it's going to be helpful. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Swarnendu. The message that came across was wonderful, a fantastic message, especially for today.
Sir, I write the story in my own because I don't found any story in the Google.
Very good, very good.
That's a good thing.
It's a very good start for Swarnendu. And I loved the message, especially for today. In today's world, to be kind, especially to the animals. All right? Thank you, Swarnendu. Lovely message.
Thank you, sir.
Devjani Miss, could we have the next participant?
Third participant, Durgesh Raksha.
Good morning, and my teachers and my dear friends. Today my name is Durgesh Raksha. Today I am going to narrate the story, The Gold-Giving Serpent. Once upon a time, there lived a poor Brahmin. He was very hard in his field, but all his efforts did not bear fruit. One day, he found the serpent in an anthill in his field. He thought, I have not respected my guardian deity of my field. So he arranged a plate of milk and started feeding that serpent from that day. One day, he found a gold coin in the plate. After that, whenever he fed the serpent with milk, he received the gold coin. One day, the Brahmin had to go to the town. He asked his son to look after the serpent. His son was greedy. He thought that the anthill must be full of gold coins. So he went and struck the serpent, but the serpent did not die. It attacked the boy and the boy died. So the moral of the story is excess of greed is harmful. Thank you.
Thank you, Durgesh. Can you hear us, Durgesh?
Yes, sir.
I love your costume, my dear. It seems like mommy and daddy went through a lot of effort to get you that costume.
Yes. Yes.
And that snake, I hope that snake is not real.
No, not
Thank you, Durgesh. Wonderful story. Wonderful story. Once again, no, not good to be greedy. Not good at all. All right. Always be happy and satisfied with what you have. I would like to request Mrs. A. Ganguly, our senior most teacher here. Ma'am, would you like to say something?
Durgesh, very good presentation, beautiful message. Each one of us should learn that of greed is not for us. And your costume was very good. Thank parents for taking this effort in this short of time. Very good. Durgesh, carry on like this. You'll do very well.
Thank you,
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. And thank you, Durgesh.
Thank you, sir.
Wonderfully presented. Very good. Our next participant, Devjani Miss.
Archit Gupta.
Good morning, teachers and my friends. My name is Archit Gupta of class 4A. Today I am going to tell a folktale of India, Tales from Kerala. The name of the folktale is The Rich Man and His Vessels. Once upon a time, there lived a rich man in a village in Kerala. His house was full of vessels of all shapes and sizes. Some were small as a bird and some were big enough to seat a child. Whenever there was a ceremony in the village, the villagers would borrow his vessels and after the function they would return it to the rich man. One day a strange thing happened. How has the number of the vessels increased? Well, some vessels that you gave to me were pregnant. They gave birth to little vessels. I am giving the vessels to you with their parents. Few days later, the villager again came to the rich man to borrow some vessels. This time, the rich man thought the vessels would double like the last time. Many days passed, but the villager did not return. Where is he? Why hasn't he returned my vessels yet? The rich man went to visit the villager. Where is my vessels? Why haven't you returned it yet? What can I do? The vessels are dead. Dead? What do you mean dead? How can the vessels die? Why not? If the vessels could give birth, they can die too. The rich man felt silent. He had no words to say. The moral of the story is greed wants more but loses all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Archit. Once again, I like your getup. So your mustache, is it real? It's not real, isn't it? I like that turn on your mustache. It looks like a tiger mustache. Wonderful, wonderful, Arshit. Requesting one of our judges once again. I know I am asking you to speak all the time, but it's important that our students know certain things. Requesting our judges, any one of you, if you could say something.
Archit, I thought you were going to make us some idlis. I was feeling really hungry. Anyways, you presented your story very well. Your costume and your props were very good. Just 1 minute.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So overall, it was very clear to us, and well done. then please do make us some idlis. Okay?
Yeah, we will all be expecting something, Archit. Thank you, Archit. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Devjani Miss, our next participant.
Participant K.R. Sriram.
Hello everyone, my name is K.R. Sriram Kumar. So today I am gonna tell a story about Akbar and Birbal. The story's name is A Wax Model. One day Akbar was thinking that Sri Krishna and his devotees. Why did he save his devotees without using his power? He asked Birbal that, Birbal, what do you think about Sri Krishna and his power? Birbal did not answer anything. He thought of a plan that he will make a wax model of Khasrau, the grandson of Akbar, and when he brought it, he threw it in the pond. And he asked Akbar that, can you come to sit near the pond? And Akbar said, yeah, sure. And when he sat near the pond, he saw that his grandson Khasrau jumped into his pond, and he did not waste any time, and he jumped into the pond. And when he saw that it is a wax model, Akbar got very angry and said that, what is this, Birbal? You made me very dirty. Birbal said that, sorry Akbar, this is why Sri Krishna saved his devotees, by saving them going there. This is why he didn't use his powers, and same way you have saved your grandson without losing him. The moral of the story is, we should always think positive and we should help everyone who needs help. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, K.R. Sriram. Your
you,
message suits the need for today. Your message. It suits the requirement for today, isn't it? The importance of showing positivity, no? The importance of being positive during these times. We have been through some difficult times, but now we feel we are moving towards better times, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So your story has actually helped us. Thank you, Sriram. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, very much.
Once again, I request one of our judges if they could say something. Or else we could share the message towards the end of the competition, judges.
Yes, sir. Just wanted to tell Sriram one thing.
Yes.
That is like I just noticed, like, you know, he wasn't, I know it is online, but even then when you are, like, you know, saying something, just the way we say, like, you know, make an eye contact, like, you know, because his eyes were, like, you know, moving here and there. So obviously, like, you know, it seems, I don't know, as individual, like, it seems like he's trying to recall, it seems like, though he knows everything, it seems. So, like, you know, it's better, like, you know, when you try to, like, you know, focus a little. That was, I don't know, that's my intake. And a little bit of modulation in the voice would have helped him, because like, you know, this kind of stories are very interesting in a way. So even I think the other judge will agree with me, like a little bit of modulation would have helped him, like, you know, otherwise he did a good job, no doubt. Like, you know, again, as I said, every time to come up and speak in front of so many people, even if it's online, when you have your friends, you have parents, you have teachers around, it's a tough job, right? But then just a little bit of modulation would help. Okay, Chet?
Okay,
I like, Sriram, I like your little pagri, your turban.
Yeah, that's true.
I love that turban of yours.
Thank you, sir.
Did you make it, or did you get it from somewhere?
No, sir. My father got from Jaipur.
Oh wow, it looks awesome. I think we will need to borrow it from you one day, Sriram. I will definitely get back to you, Sriram, because I'm liking that pagri of yours. That turban.
Thank you,
Once again, thank you, Sriram. Once again, your message, I loved your message.
Thank
It
you,
was a
sir.
beautiful message. Thank you. Yes, our next participant, Debjani Miss.
Soham Shah.
Soham Shah.
Good morning, my respected teachers, judges, and dear friends. My name is Soham Shah and I read in class 4A. Today I am going to tell a story. The name of my story is The Birds and the Hunter. Once upon a time, there lived many. One day, as the birds were having fun, hopping and perching on the branches of the banyan tree, a fowler happened to pass by. As soon as he saw the birds, he said, "Aha! If I can catch them, I will get a good price of them in the market." So the next day, when all the birds were out in search of food, the hunter came there and he spread a net under the banyan tree. When the birds returned, they didn't see the net and were soon caught in it. They all started screaming and crying in panic. "Oh, help us, why were we so foolish?" Then suddenly, one of the wise and old birds said, "We are so many friends. Why don't we unite and try to take this net to our friend the mouse?" "But how?" cried the birds. Then the wise bird said, "We can fly." So the birds put on all the strength they had, and soon they were all flying high up in the air. When they reached the mouse, they cried, "Help us, O mouse! We don't know how to escape." The kind little mouse said, "Certainly, dear friends." And so he started to slowly gnaw at the nets with his sharp teeth. Soon the net was cut open in half, and all the birds were free. They thanked the mouse. But the mouse said, "It is your unity that has saved you, friends." So all the birds said, "There is strength in unity, friends," and they all flew back home. So you see, the moral of the story is that if we that united we stand, divided we fall. If we are united, then nobody can harm us. But if we are divided, then our enemies will take advantage and try to break us even further. Thank you.
Thank you, Soham. Thank you. Yes, definitely united we stand. When we are together, we are stronger. Isn't it, Soham?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Once again, I'm sure all of us liked your message in the importance of unity. No? We have India, no? A diverse nation. We believe in unity and diversity. You will learn these terms as you go to the higher classes. And as you're learning these terms, you will understand the importance of these terms. All right? Thank you so much. I request if one of our judges would like to share something. If not, we can keep the message in general towards the end. So we move to the next participant, judges.
Yes, sir.
All right. Debjani Miss, could we have our next participant?
Gaurav Shaw.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Today I'm going to take a story about the monkey sailor. Monkey cap sailor. There lived a monkey cap sailor. There was one monkey cap sailor. Is to sell monkey caps. One day he came out to sell the cap. But he was very tired. He was very tired. Then he sat under the tree to take rest. Under the tree to take the rest. But he did not notice that But he cannot notice that the monkey were sitting above the tree. The monkey was sitting above the tree. The monkeys are sitting around the tree. And the monkey took caps of the cap seller and started playing with it. Then at the last then one cap seller was up. He saw that the monkeys were playing with his cap. He saw that the monkey were playing with his cap. And then he tried to take the cap from them. Many things to take the cap from playing the cat from there. Then he remembered his grandparents. Then he remembered parents told him that monkey what you do. That monkey copies what you do. So he started doing things and the monkey copied him. And at last when he threw the cat from his own head, all the monkeys threw the cat from their hands. All the monkeys threw the cat in their hand. From their hand. Then monkey, the cat seller took all the caps and went away. Yes. Went away. The moral of the story is we should never copy others. Thank you.
All right, Gaurav, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Good, Gaurav, sit down. There's a chair behind you. Sit there. And not too close to the camera, Gaurav. We need to see you. You can move a little back, Gaurav. Move a little back. Yes, now you can sit there. So all of us can see. Yes, all of us can see Gaurav now. Gaurav, maybe in a few years from now, when you actually see this video, you will be proud of yourself. You will be extremely proud of yourself that you stood up on an online storytelling competition and you tried your best. You gave your 100% to give us a story and a story with a moral. We are extremely happy with you, Gaurav. All right. Now I leave it to the judges if they would like to share something with Gaurav. The judges, would you like to share a message with Gaurav, or we will have it towards, or we can have a general message towards the end of the program? We have that. requesting the class teacher. The class teacher could be moved to the next participant. Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you so much. Well done.
Abhinav Tiwari.
Good morning, teachers, friends, and respective judges. My name is Abhinav Tiwari. I belonging with class 4A. Now I telling a story. The name is The Treasure Hunt. The hidden treasure. Sorry. Once upon a time, there was a very hard-working farmer who lived in southern India. Through many years of hard work, it grew a vineyard that used to give rich crop of grapes every year. He had 3 sons. All 3 are very lazy. They never sons help their father in his work. They are easygoing kinds of people who never took a responsibility to work. So the father was very worried about their future. As year passed, the farmer agreed. The farmer grew old, and one day it fell ill. And it called his sons and said, "Dear sons, I doubt my end is very near, and before dying, I want to tell you that in my vineyard there lies a hidden treasure. Dig it out after my death." Saying the old farmer, it died. After all this thing, that farmer is die. It dig out in the vineyard and dig out the vineyard.
Take your time. No problem. Take your time.
After performing the all last ritual of their father, the sons began digging vineyard. They dig every inches of it, but found nothing. They found no hidden treasure, but the digging led to such a rich crop as had never been there before, even when their father alive. So the son came to know that the real treasure was actually this. It was not the hidden gold, but their potential to do hard work. The moral of the story is hard work is the key of success.
Correct. Thank you, Abhinav. Thank you. And we can see that you have put in a lot of hard work in order to prepare for today's storytelling, isn't it, Abhinav? You have given us a lovely message that hard work is of extreme importance. Thank you, Abhinav. We will move to the next participant.
Payal Biswas.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. My name is Payal Biswas. I read in class 4A. Today I will tell a story. My story name is The Two Pots. Once there was two pots that lay on the bank of river, and one was made of clay and the other was made of brass. It happened to be rainy seasons and the sky was overcast and the sky was overcast with thick black clouds. It rained and rained for days, and soon the river banks were flooded with water. The pots were floating dismally in the water current. Thank you, sir.
Payal, is there any moral that you would like to share with us of your story? Payal, you can hear me? Would you like to share a moral of the story that you have just given us?
No, sir.
All right, Payal. Thank you, Payal. Well done. Well done. We will move to the next participant. Ms. D. Singh.
Karnika Das.
Good morning, teachers and students. My name is Karnika Das. Today I'm going to tell the story of two pots. Long, long ago, there lived a hardworking artisan by the name Bhimaya. He used to carry water for his landlord house in the two pots, which are tied on the either side of the log. One pot was leaking while the other pot was perfect. One day when Bhimaya was carrying water, the perfect pot said to the leaking pot, "Ha ha ha, you're broken and of no use to the owner. I am more helpful and more useful than you are. I am and superior to you." The perfect pot felt greaters all the time and it related to the leaking one. The poor pot felt very sad and bit ashamed that it cannot carry water like the perfect pot. One day, when Bhimaya was carrying water, the leaking pot said to him, "Dear Bhimaya, please exchange me for a better one." Bhimaya said, "But why?" It continued saying, "I am not able to carry water. The crack in me are leaking it. I am a burden to you. I am of no use." Bhimaya understood its misery. He said, "Don't feel bad. Look at the flowers lying next to you." The pot turned in excited with curiosity. It was very thrilled about seeing them. Then Bhimaya said, "If you observe it, those flowers are only on your side and not on the other side. When I'm carrying water, I will make sure that the water you are leaking is going to those plants, it means that you are watering those plants, which are still used in prayers. If it wasn't for you and the waters you need, there would be no flowers offered to God. So you see how useful you are." Bhimaya, the leaking pot, thanked to Bhimaya. The perfect pot heard the talk and felt very sorry for its behavior. It apologized to the leaking pot, saying, "Can you forgive me, my friend? I insulted you by stressing your weakness. I realized my mistake." Bhimaya heard it and said, "You both are useful to me when you are together. Let's stick together and walk happily ever after." A lesson to learn: we should not belittle others by stressing or making fun of their weakness. We can only help one another and grow stronger together. Thank you.
Thank you, Karnika. Thank you. Wonderful message. Again, lovely costume. Lovely costume, Karnika. Your message was an eye-opener. No, it's an eye-opener for all of us. No, we should understand the importance of appreciating others. Okay, remember, nobody is useless. There are only some people who are used less. All right, that matters a lot. All right, never to make fun of anybody. Appreciate people the way they are. That's what I felt your message was. Okay, we are all useful in our own ways. Karnika, wonderful message. Once again, our judges, would you like to say something, or should we move on?
So I just want to tell her one thing, just one little point,
Yes.
wherein she did it very nicely. Plus her modulation was done quite well. Like, you know, she was trying to, like, you know, enact. It's only thing that she, like, you know, she should have kept in mind. She was like, you know, maybe, like, you know, first time she's doing it, she's little concerned maybe, like she was going a little fast.
Okay.
If she would have just given a little space while saying it, I think it would have been like really a perfect piece of storytelling today. You know, she did so well. Like,
Okay.
okay, Kanika, just keep that in mind. Otherwise, it was lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, Karnika. Wonderfully said. Okay. Our next participant, Devjani Miss.
Devadrita Das.
Yes, Devadrita.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I am Devadrita Das from class 4A. I am telling the story, The Honest Woodcutter. Once upon a time, there was a woodcutter. He was cutting wood nearby a river, and accidentally his axe fell in the river, and he was so upset. And he was crying and telling to God, oh God, I have so much money to buy a new axe. Then suddenly an angel came and told to the woodcutter, how can I help you? Then the woodcutter told, I have lost my axe in the river. Then the angel said, it's your axe? Then the woodcutter told, no, it's not my axe. Then the angel told, it's your axe? Then the woodcutter told, no, it's not my axe. Then the angel told, it's your axe? Then the woodcutter was so happy because it was his axe. Then he was so thankful for the fairy. And a bad woodcutter listened to his story. And he came and threw his axe in the river. And acting just he was crying. And then the fairy came and told, it's your axe? Then the bad woodcutter told, yes, it's my axe. Then the fairy told, no, you are telling the lie. I will not give you any of these axes. Then the bad woodcutter learned a lesson. The moral of the story is, do not be so greedy or selfish, you will fall in danger. Thank you.
Thank you, Devadrita. Thank you. Greediness is never good. No, I said it before, I'm saying it again. Always be satisfied, content, and happy with what you have. Wonderful narration. Once again, that lovely turban on your head. Background is so nice, all blue. Thank you, Devadrita. Our judges, I would request any of our judges if you would like to say something, or we may continue. We have Marina Miss there, Anuswa Miss there. If you would like to share, or else we may move on.
Well, Devadrita, well said. And we can see as we are proceeding, there's a lot of improvement in the stories and the presentation as well. So we are enjoying ourselves, and we hope that it continues for the rest of you. All the best.
Thank you, ma'am. Devjani Miss, how many participants are left?
7 of them.
Okay, we can move on to the next one.
Indrani Datta.
Good morning, my respected teachers, judges, and my dear friends. My name is Indrani Datta of class 4A. Today, I am going to tell you a story of the crows and the serpent. Once upon a time, on the far edge of a kingdom, there was a tree. On that tree, there were 2 crows, a mother crow and a father crow. One day, the mother crow had laid some eggs. The pair of them were very happy, but all their joys were short-lived, as there was a wicked snake who lived under the tree. As soon as he smelled the eggs, he climbed up the tree and began to eat them. "Spare our eggs!" cried the crows, but the snake did not listen. He was very strong and poisonous. crows feared him. After this, whenever the mother crow would lay eggs, the snake would come up and eat them. There was no end to it. The crows were very sad and worried. Is there nothing we can do? Said the mother crow. Don't worry. I will find a way to save our eggs from the snake, assured the father crow. Beside the tree, there was a beautiful palace. The queen would come every day and take a dip in the pond. That afternoon, as the crow watched the queen go by, the father crow whispered a plan. Do as I say, he said. When the queen took off all her clothes and jewels, the father crow swooped down and grabbed the queen's necklace. The mother crow started cawing so that the queen would notice. Caw, 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 went the mother crow. The queen made a loud cry to call the guard. There, that crow has taken my necklace. The father crow perched upon the tree and dropped the necklace right at the front of the snake's hole. The snake, hearing all this noise, came out and prepared to strike the guard. The guard saw the snake and beat him up with a thick stick, and that was the end of the wicked snake. The crows were very happy. Hurrah! Our plan has worked. They heaved a sigh of relief and lived happily ever after. You know, this story resembles the corona pandemic we have been facing for over more than 1 year. Many people thought we will never come out of our homes ever again. But the tables turned. We started to fight back with new medicines, vaccines. So the moral of the story is, whenever there's a problem, don't give up hope. Stay positive, fight back. Every cloud has a silver lining. There will always be a solution to a problem. Thank you.
Thank you, Indrani. Wonderful. Wow, this was an amazing story. I'm sure all of us loved your narration. There's a lot for me that I can say right now. Okay, but I'm not going to say anything. If the judges would like to share, they can share. Because if I start talking now, I may just continue. So any of the judges that would like to share something, they may do so.
Yes, a perfect example of voice modulation while storytelling. And I think that would be a learning experience for others, her friends as well, to know how to narrate a story so perfectly. Right. And how well she connected. This is a very old story. Yes. It's a folklore, so it's an old story, but yes, so well she connected it to the present day situation. Well done, Indrani. Congratulations. Yes, well done. It was very well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well done, well done.
I like to say words to him. It is a perfect mission with beautiful modulation, good pronunciation, and a very strong. Really, it's commendable. A small child like to convey message to her. It's really cool, sir. Well, Indrani.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next participant, Tiyasha Lahiri.
A very good morning to all my teachers and respected judges. Today, I am going to tell a story about a naughty cat and the bird Tuntuni. My name is Tiyasha and I am from class 4A. The story is written by Upendra Kishore Rai Chaudhuri. There was a brinjal plant at the back of a farmer's house. In that brinjal plant, a bird, Tuntuni, built a nest weaving together the leaves of the plant. In that nest, used to leave 3 small chicks. They were so small, they couldn't fly. They just opened their eyes and cried, chee, chee. But the farmer's cat was a delicious one. She often thought to eat the 3 baby birds. One day, the cat walked up to the brinjal plant and said, "What's up, O Tuntuni?" Tuntuni bowed and told, "I salute you, O Maharani." The cat was so happy and went away very pleased. After that day, the cat came every day. Every day, Tuntuni bowed, saluted her, called Maharani. After few days, the baby birds grew up. They spotted wings. So Tuntuni called, "My little ones, can you fly?" The baby birds replied, "Yes, Mom, we can." Tuntuni said, "Great! Why don't you fly the palm tree there?" The baby birds fly right over there. And then Tuntuni smiled and said to herself, "Now I know what to do with that cat." Meanwhile, the cat came and said, "What's up, O Tuntuni?" Tuntuni put her feet up and threw a kick in the air and told, "Off you go." The cat was so disheartened and went away very sadly. Then Tuntuni flies away to the palm tree. The moral of the story is, too much greed will cause us pain. Thank you.
Thank you, Yasha. Wonderful narration. Once again, wonderful costume. Along with your lovely mustache that you have on there. And again, your turban, along with that little ghamcha of yours around you. you look the part, you look the character. Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Devjani Miss, could we move on to the next student?
Anvesha Mondol.
Good morning. Good morning, my respected teachers and judges and my friends. Good morning. Today I am going to tell a story. My name is Anesha Mondal. I am from class 4A. The name of the story is The Crow and the Pitcher. Once upon a time, there was a crow. He was very hungry and he was very thirsty. He flew about in search of water, but found no water anywhere. At last it saw a pitcher near in the distance and flew down there to drink water. But it saw the level of the water was lying low at the bottom of the pitcher. It tried again and again, but all in vain. At last it found some pebbles near the pitcher, and it hit upon a plant. It looked around, and then he took one by one the pebbles into the pitcher and dropped the pitcher. At last the level of the water rose high up, and then it drank water as its heart's contained and flew away. The moral of the story is, where there is will, there is a way.
Yes, Anvisha. Where there is a will, there is always a way. All right? And we as individuals, as people here, have shown that will that we have, isn't it? Throughout that entire last year, moving on to this year, we all had that will to survive, no? We all had that faith and hope, and we believed that times will get better. That's the strong will that all of us should have and possess within us. Okay? Our judges, if you would like to share something, you can, or else we will move to the next participant. All right. Just another question. Where is Anvisha? Anvisha, are you there? Where is Anvisha? Could you raise your hands, Anvisha? I can't see you. Okay. Did you have an instrument? Were you using an instrument?
No, sir.
Okay.
I'm using phone for the music.
That's what I was wanting to know, whether you were using any music behind you. Music was used, Anvisha?
No, sir. I on the music from the phone.
Okay, okay. All right. Thank you, Anvisha. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Debjani miss, our next participant.
Arushi Pansari.
So we have another student there. Is that student going to take part also? We can hear the student now. I think that will be the youngest student to ever take part. We would love to hear her again.
Good morning, teachers. Good morning, friends. I'm Arushi Pansari. I'm from class 4A. I'm going to tell you a story named The Eagle and the Ant. The eagle is a wonderful bird. He can fly up to the sky very high. So when he looked down, he can see the tiniest of the ants. One day, an ant fell into the stream. He cannot get out from the stream. When the stream caught sight of it, he took a pity on the poor ant. He dropped a twig and where the ant was struggling in the water. The ant climbed into the twig and was saved. Thank you, Chief, it said. I will also help you somehow. Few days later, the ant saw a flower hunting, aiming his gun to the chief. What can the ant do? He thought that if I will call him, so he cannot get my voice because he was flying in the high blue sky. Then what did the ant do? He crept in the flower hunting leg, and when he was able to pull the trigger, he bit him. So the child was saved. And the lesson of the story is nobody is too small and nobody is too big for helping each other. Thank you.
Thank you, Arushi. We can all help one another. No? We never know who can help us, no matter how big or how small you are, isn't it? Thank you, Arushi. A wonderful story. Wonderful.
Thank you.
We can move on. If the judges would like to say something, we can continue, or else we can move on.
I just wanted to say to Arushi that, not to be scared, or even if you forget, because you know the story, right? So you can, just go slow and say it. You should have, you were getting, there were pauses coming in. It's going for all of you, who are going to, continue also, because we are marking you on fluency too, right? So when you pause and you break in between, your fluency goes away because, you're thinking, you're jittering a little. So obviously, you fumble sometimes, you miss out words, maybe, you're worried, the linking line has gone away. So don't worry about it. You know the story. You don't have to, sum up, storytelling should be, spontaneously done. I know the story, I'm relating, I'm telling a story to somebody. So it can be in your own words, you don't have to, literally learn up like a poem you're doing it. So don't do that. Don't worry, it's the first time we all are doing it. So it's okay. We all will fumble and falter. Doesn't matter, but then continue properly, okay?
Thank you, Mom.
So read storybooks. Okay, thank you, Arushi.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Remember, this is a learning experience for all of you. Learn, all right? Our next participant, Devjani Miss.
Tama Singha Roy.
Tama Singha Roy. Where are you? Tama Singha Roy? Is he present? Devjani Miss, is Tama Singha Roy present? But I don't see him. I don't see him here. Okay, then we can move to the next child.
Akshita Singh.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Akshita Singh. Today, I am going to tell you a story. The name of the story is Who Will Bell the Cat? Once upon a time, a group of mice used to live in a big house. They lived very happily. One day, the owner of the house brought a cat. The cat was fed with bowls and bowls of milk every day. However, it was not enough for her. She used to catch and eat the mice. The mice were very worried. One day, they called a meeting to solve the problem. Many mice spoke and gave ideas. Then, at the end of the meeting, a small mouse said, "The cat is very clever. She walks with her padded feet so softly that we can't hear her coming. I suggest we tie a bell around her neck. Then, whenever she walks, we can hear her coming. Then we can run and hide." Everyone clapped and cheered, for they thought that plan was very good. Then an old mouse said, "No doubt that this plan sounds good, but can I ask a question? Who will bell the cat?" There was pin-drop silence. Nobody wanted to bell the cat, for it was a very dangerous job for them. Then the old mouse said, "It is easy to sit down and make big ideas, but it is not so easy to do the work." The moral of the story is, it is easier to be said than to be done. Thank you.
Thank you, Akshita. So we still don't know who's going to bell the cat. Do we, Akshita? So we are still there. Now we still have to find out who's going to bell the cat. Yes, Akshita, wonderfully said. I loved your narration. It was nice. The judges,
thank you, sir.
You're always welcome, my girl. The judges, would you like to say something?
Sir, I found Akshita very good. I think overall, though you did not have a costume, you were able to portray your story excellently with the voice modulation. You were very fluent. I think a total package, if you say, even though you didn't have a costume like some of them, but it was still very well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Devjani Miss.
The next participant, Sampriti Singha Ray. I just made a mistake with Tama Singha Roy. Okay. It will be Sampriti Singha Ray.
All right, Sampriti.
Sampriti Singha Ray.
Yes, we've got her.
Good morning to my honorable teacher and my dear friends. I am Sampriti Singha Ray and today I will tell you a story. The name of the story is The Fox and the Grapes. One day a hungry fox snuck into a vineyard. There he saw bunches of sun-ripe grapes hanging high on the vine. They looked so yummy and juicy. He jumped to seize the nearest bunch of grapes, but as they were hanging high, he could not reach them. He jumped again and again, but again and again he missed. He looked at the juicy grapes. At last, he walked away, saying, "Those grapes are sour. anyway. The moral of this story is it is easy to despise what you cannot have. Nothing comes easy without a hard work. So work hard and reach your goals. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Akshita, this is Akshita. No, this is Sampriti, isn't it? Sampriti.
Yes, sir.
Yes, this is outside your house or in your garden?
Yeah.
Where is this place?
Yes.
This is your garden?
Yeah.
We love your garden. Wonderful garden. I like that.
Thank you.
That green patch behind you. You play out there, Sampriti?
Yes.
Yes, can make out nice big place to play around. And a wonderful idea. Whose idea it was, Sampriti, to narrate a story outside in your garden?
It was my idea only.
Brilliant idea. Wonderful idea. All right.
Thank you.
Your narration also was very nice. Okay. We may move on. If the judges would like to say something, if they don't, then we can move on. Okay. So we can move to the next child. Devjani miss, how many do we have left?
The last participant, sir. Aditya Chatterjee.
Hello everyone and good morning teachers and respected judges. My name is Anvidya Chatterjee. I am studying in class 4th standard section A. Today I am going to tell you about a folk tales of India which belongs to Telangana. The story's name is The Unwanted Guests. In a small village, there was a woman named Buddhimati. Her husband Vishnu was a priest, and in spite of their poverty, Vishnu would invite all sorts of friends and acquaintances for meals at their house. Buddhimati often retired to bed with an empty stomach. As usual, she stayed awake, trying to find a way out of the problem, and then the next day, an unwanted guest arrived soon. Buddhimati greeted the guest while Vishnu went out to fetch some water. As the guest settled in his seat, Buddhimati brought out a stick and started worshipping it. The puzzled guest asked, "What on earth are you doing?" Buddhimati replied, "It is just a ritual I do whenever my husband brings home a guest, just so God forgives my husband for beating them up. My husband is slightly mad, but he doesn't hurt much. By now, the worried guest has started to leave." Vishnu asked Buddhimati, "Why did he leave?" Buddhimati replied, "He wanted the stick. I could not give it up, as I wanted it for washing clothes." And the scared guest had done the job. He went around to the people of the village, asking them to never visit Vishnu's house for a meal, or they might get a solid beating. And that's how Buddhimati got rid of unwanted guests. The moral of the story is, presence of mind helps solve the trickiest of problems. Thank you.
Thank you. Definitely. A lot of humor. Very funny. I think all of us enjoyed it. We all had a smile on our face. No, isn't it? Thank you so much. A lovely, lovely story. And a wonderful moral as well. Okay? Advitya, that is. Isn't it? Thank you, Advitya.
Yes.
I'm sure there is a possibility maybe one of our judges would like to say something. It was fun. It was an enjoyable story. Yes.
Yes, sir. To be very honest, it was really though it was the last one, if I'm not mistaken, it's the last child. But then the way we started, and it's always a difficult, the first step is always difficult. So those scared and all, like, you know, and the way it filtered down, and the way we have come to Advitya's, like, you know, narration, like, you know, it seems like it's developed in a very positive manner, and she did it a very nice job, rather, like, you know, the way she was articulating, trying to enact, modulating her voice a little, like, you know, and it was funny. The fun element was there. And that's what the storytelling should be all about, like, you know, when you should enjoy and have fun while listening to it also. So she did a good job, I believe.
Thank you, miss. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, she's definitely done a good job.
Thank you.
But adding to it, she's made the job of all our judges even more difficult. I do believe that, because now you have quite a few of them to judge, actually, because there were so many of them. The stories were lovely. The narration was very good. It will only get better. We are all sure about that. No? The modulation of voice, the props that were used. Even one of the students, I think, used a little music through a phone. The costumes, the confidence. No, there's so much that we can take out from this competition. Remember, all of you are very young, only in class 4. Believe me, when you see this video of yourself, give yourself 2-3 years from now, and if you continue practicing, you will reach greater heights. All of you. Congratulations to all. You have done excellently. We will give our 3 esteemed judges a few minutes to tabulate. Once we get the points ready, that is first, second, and third, we will announce it. Thanking the class teacher, Ms. D. Singh. You have done, I can see there's a lot of effort that has gone into preparing your students, talking to them. I know you always talk to them, motivating them, encouraging them. That's very important. It's required. All right, thank you. You can see the effort, Ms. D. Singh. Please do continue working so hard.
Yes, sir.
Ms. D. Singh, would you like to say something? Because your students performed so well. I think you must have trained them personally.
In so short span of time, I'm very happy that everybody performed so well. Keep it up. I'm proud of you all. And really, everyone made me proud. I'm happy being the class teacher of 4A. Thank you, children.
Yeah, we are extremely happy that they are in Julian Day School. Thank you so much.
Yes.
If there are any parents there, are there any parents with your children? Any mummies there or daddies there? You can share something with us. Like, how did you enjoy the program? Would you like to say something? Any of the parents there? I'm sure there's somebody there, mummy or daddy.
Yes, sir.
Our feedback is very important for us. We need to know so that we can move in a particular direction. The suggestions are always open. We are always open to suggestions. Are there any parents there? I don't see anyone. Please, you can speak in English, Hindi, Bengali, whichever language you are comfortable with. Any mummy or daddy who would like to say something? It has to be a two-way process. Now, the interaction is important. I think I see Advitya's father.
Yes, sir. Sir, I just want to share. I am Father Padita Chatterjee. My point is this type of curriculum is very essential in this time of pandemic. And after this, I have seen in my child, she was feeling very excited and very full. So I would like school to organize this type of program that will be online, or hopefully that will be open soon. So thank you, sir, and thank you, teachers also.
Thank you. Is there anybody else who would like to say something? Meanwhile, the judges are getting ready with the points and the rankings. I think I see Abhinav Tiwari's mother there.
Yes. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, actually, thank you so much giving them a wonderful platform to express themselves. Sir, may I speak in Hindi?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
सर थैंक यू एक प्लेटफॉर्म देने के लिए इन लोग को बोलने के लिए एक्चुअली ये थोड़ा सा नर्वस हो जाता है और फर्स्ट टाइम ये कोई चीज परफॉर्म किया है इससे पहले ये न्यू है इस स्कूल में इससे पहले हार्नेट में था तो कभी कोई चांस मिला नहीं था तो चांस मिला आप लोग ने चांस दिया इसके लिए थैंक यू सो मच और ये एक्सपीरियंस और आगे बढ़ेगा ना भी तो ये लोग बच्चे हैं
Yes, correct. There is a lot of time. They have a lot of time.
हाँ अभी तो
It's always that first hurdle, that first step that they take. It can be a small step. It doesn't have to be a very big step. Okay?
Yeah.
It's always that first step towards improvement and getting better. Thank you for your support and cooperation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. If there are no other parents, then we can ask the judges to announce the winners.
Yeah.
If the winners, if the names are ready, then I would like to request our judges to announce the winners. Durgesh, does your parent want to say something? I just saw some.
Thank you very much for arranging this program and giving the opportunity of the children. Thank you very much.
You're always welcome. You're always welcome.
Thank you, sir.
You know, when it takes so long for the judges to actually decide, it only means that the level of competition was good. No? When the judges take so much time to decide on a particular individual or individuals as winners, which means the level of competition was good. That means there were quite a few of you who were excellent. All right. And I'm sure that the judges are ready with the results. I will hand you over to them. Yes, Marina Miss, Philomena Miss, and Anuswa Miss.
Well, congratulations to all of you for a wonderful performance, taking so much of trouble in preparing yourselves. And it's not easy, of course, to come in front of all of us and say a story, leave alone speak a few words. And but you've done well, and I'm sure with this experience you will move forward and improve yourselves in the next competition. So all the best for that, and congratulations to each one of you. Now it was really difficult for us to come up with who we are going to award the first, second, and third prize. But all of you are winners in one way or the other. Okay, so please don't be disappointed. But we have to come up with the first, second, third. Okay, so in the third position, we have Advitya Chatterjee. Congratulations, Advitya. Well done.
Very good, Advitya.
Thank you, ma'am. Second position, we have Akshita Singh. Congratulations, Akshita.
Thank you, ma'am.
And in the first position, oh my God. Any guesses? Any guesses? No? Okay, in the first position, we have Indrani Datta. Congratulations, Indrani. Well done. Keep up the good work.
This is Indrani. Come first. Second is Akshita. Second. Third, we have Advitya. Advitya is third. Yes, we have our first, second, and third there with us. Congratulations to all three of you.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Such beautiful stories, humor, moral value. Everything was there. Everything. Indrani, Akshita, and Advitya. Would your parents like to say something before we end today's program for you? Indrani, Akshita, and Advitya, would your parents like to say something before we end today for you?
No, sir.
No,
No, sir.
Advitya says no. Akshita says no. Indrani, you're coming first. I'm sure your parents had a hand in that. Would like to say something, mommy or daddy? Can't hear you. You're on. You need to unmute yourself.
Sir, I couldn't believe you came first. I was like shocked.
Okay, you were shocked. Okay, thank you so much, all of you. A big sorry, Indrani.
I'm equally happy and shocked.
Okay, we will try again sometime. All right. This was your very first online competition. I hope it's not the last. All right. We will try and meet again for a few more competitions for you. Until then, a big thank you to your class teacher, Miss D. Singh, to the wonderful judges as well. We will have to leave you now because we have 4B who will be coming up next. We need to give our judges some time to rest as well. All right. Thank you. All the best and God bless all of you. Stay safe. All right. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And
thank you.
And we are longing,
Thank you,
all of us are longing to see you once again whenever we are allowed to open our school. All right. We are longing to see all of you. Missing all of you so much. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Hi to all of you. Good morning, all of you. Hello.
Hello. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. Oshali, have a smile. Let's see you smiling. Where is your smile?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I want to see a smile on all your faces. Because I'm extremely happy seeing all of you. Don't get a chance, haven't got a chance to see you.
Sir, when will be the school open? Please tell. We cannot see our friends.
We are missing all of you. Really missing you.
Yes, we are really missing our friends.
You're missing your friend.
And teachers also.
Oh,
I'm really missing the school.
No, your teachers also. I thought you said only your friends.
No, sir. No, never.
I would like to request the class teacher, Neil sir.
Yes, sir.
Could you confirm on the participants, the list that was sent to us?
Yes,
whether
sir.
all those students are with us?
All right, sir. I'm just checking.
Okay, thank you.
Two students are missing, Sania and Sharanya, two of them.
Sharanya is joining us now.
Okay.
Sharanya
Sania Saha.
Sania is, maybe she'll join us later. We'll give her a few minutes.
All right, sir.
We'll give her a few minutes to join us. The judges are with us.
Yeah.
Sharanya is having some internet problems, I suppose, because I can see her trying to join us.
Sir,
Yes, Trish.
my grandmother want to see you.
I would love to see your grandmother as well, Shrish. No. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, I want to see the program.
Oh, sure, sure. Please join us, ma'am. Please do join us. Yes. So we have judges with us. We have a class teacher, the students all here. We also have Mrs. Shilpa Biswas with us, I think. Yes, it's nice to have you also with us, ma'am.
Yes.
All right. Neil, sir, are we there with the students? Are the students all here?
Except for Sadia, sir, all are there. Only Sanya Saha.
So we'll move on. When Sania comes in, we will add her to the meeting. Meanwhile, on behalf of our managing trustee, our chairman, our principal, vice principal, our teacher in charge, and myself, we would like to welcome all of you. This is your first online storytelling competition. Wish all of you the very best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, we know we have talent.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, we know Julian.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you. Welcome. We are aware of the talent that Julian Day School Kalyani possesses, no? And all of you we just witnessed 4A, the talent that they showed, no? They were all very, very good. And I am also sure that 4B also, they also have that talent. I am 100% sure about it. This is your first online storytelling competition. So wishing you all the best. We have our judges here today. We have a senior English teacher, Mrs. A. Ganguly, with us. We also have our senior history teacher, Mrs. Marina and Sampaio Das, here with us. We have a senior English teacher, Ms. P. Rosario, also with us. They are our three judges. Thank you, teachers, once again for giving us this time of yours, which is so valuable. I'll say it again. You have taken out a lot of time to stay with us. All right. A big thank you to Mr. Neil Dragwich for joining us and getting all his students ready. Thank you, sir. And of course, Mrs. also with us. Thank you, ma'am, for joining us. I will hand you over to our judges. They will give the rules and regulations. And if there are any questions that you would like to ask them, please feel free to do so. All right? Feel free to do so. So I hand you over to our teachers, ma'am. You may take over.
First of all, thank you, sir, for giving us this privilege, this honor to judge such a competition, because the last one which we just we just completed for 4A was quite an experience, and definitely we are looking forward to it, wherein it will be another fun-filling time we'll have, wherein Smalley's narrating stories, and who doesn't like listening to stories? Okay. Now I'll do one thing for the young ones who have just joined in. First of all, please do not be scared, do not be nervous, and do not panic. Again, it's a storytelling session. Let's have fun. Just the way, when I was young, I would love to go to my granny's place. It's all because the first and foremost, it's not that you're free there, but then your grandfather or grandma would be telling you stories, right? All the folklores and things which we can only imagine, the fantasies in particular. So let's enjoy it. So please do not be scared. Yes, there are certain ground rules that we will be following. So please pay attention to it. We will be marking you, rather judging you based on the theme of your story, the way you're pronouncing it, the voice modulation. It's a story, right? You have different characters. So you need to speak accordingly so that we can understand the different characters. So kindly modulate your voice and try not to pause in between. Think and then speak. Go slow. You don't have to rush. You don't have to worry about the time in particular. So the fluency is another point. And your presentation, the way you're dressed, if you are, according to the character. You can use music there at the background. You can have your props. If you're using props, try to utilize it while you're saying your story. That will add on to your presentation, okay? So if there is any question, you can ask. Otherwise, all the best to all of you who have joined in. Okay?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome, dear.
Neil, sir, would you like to say something? Would you like to tell your students something before we start?
Yesterday I was actually with them, so I told them, give it your best shot. Do not get nervous. Just be yourself. It's a competition, yes, but participation is what matters more. So all the best to all of you. Do your best and be proud of what you have done. All the best once again.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Dragwich. Any other judge would like to share something with the students before we can start? Once again, boys and girls, remember, have fun, okay? Have fun. You have been studying and online classes going on every day. Today, no online classes, all right? As your class teacher said, be yourself today, okay? Narrate your story, all right? We are here to have fun. So let us start. Before we can start, our class teacher, the names that are there on the screen, are they all present in accordance to the list that you have, Neil, sir?
Just missing only one, sir. That Sanya. That's it. I don't know.
All right, then we can move ahead. We'll move ahead then. Neil, sir, could you give us the first participant?
Yes, sir. 1 second. Shankanil Sarkar.
Shankanil Sarkar. He is here. Yes, Shankanil. Yes, Shankanil.
Yes, sir.
You may start.
Once upon a time, there lived a very short jackal in a forest. The forest was not very far away from the town. Once upon a the jackal was very hungry and went to the forest for search of food. The jackal was attacked now by a group of dogs. The jackal ran to the the jackal ran to the laundryman's shop. Accidentally, the jackal fell into a blue dye tub. The dog sniffed here and there for a long time but did not get him. After a long time, now jackal went out and returning to the forest. When the jackal was returning to the forest, animals were running from him in fear of him. When the king of the animals, lion, was shivering. One day, the jackal said to the animals, "Do not afraid of me, my friends. The creator of this jungle, Almighty God, has sent me. Almighty God has sent me. Yes, then and be your king to support you and protect you." Then the animals said, "Okay," and the animals began to bow their heads. One day, a large quantity of food was given to him. The jackal was in an advantage situation. One day, all the jackals began to sing. The jackal now see his mates. Now the jackal also began to sing. Now the all animals know who he really was and chased him and finally killed him. Moral: never pretend be anything which you cannot never be.
Thank you, Shankunil. Shankunil, I want to see a smile on your face first. Yeah. Come on, your smile can get bigger, Shankunil. Let us see your teeth. Yeah, that's the smile we all want to see. Okay, you have given your best, Shankunil. We loved your story. Like the way we love you, we love your story as well. Okay, remember, we all know this is your first time. It's very difficult to say a few things, no? Especially when you have to talk in front of so many people. All right, you are only in class 4. You have many more years to go, and you will only get better and better. Okay, Shankunil, the effort, the hard work that you have put in is very good. Thank you, Shankunil. If the judges would like to say something, they may, or else we can continue. Judges?
Yes, Shankanil, I just want to tell you again, you're looking so tensed up already again. Don't be. And it goes for all of you who are present here today. As we said, as your class teacher even said, even we are telling you, you just need to enjoy yourself. It's a storytelling session, right? So don't panic. It's okay. We might forget. And on top of that, being the first child to start off something like this is equally difficult. Even if I have to speak, somebody says, okay, Philomena miss, you go ahead and speak. It will I'd feel a little jittery, right? So we all feel it. So don't feel bad about it. And we want to see all of you smiling, please. Okay? Don't panic. Otherwise, it was a good job, Shankunil. You tried your best and it was really nicely done. So don't worry about it, okay?
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Neil sir, could we have the next participant?
Payoja Acharya.
Yes, Payoja.
My name is Payoja Acharya. I study in class 4B Julian Day School. And I am going to narrate a story which is called The Auspicious Moment. The Auspicious Moment. Once there lived a man and his wife. They were very good people and very simple too. So simple that they were almost stupid in many ways. One night, they heard some noise in the house. Sounds if there are thieves in the house, whispered the husband. Can you hear them, wife? Yes, it must be thieves, she whispered back. Shall I yell loudly so that neighbors can hear and come to our rescue? No, wait, said the husband. You know that we don't do anything without checking the auspicious time. So he tiptoed to the cupboard and pulled out his books and charts and silently began to read in the dim light of a diya. Well, what does it say? Whispered the wife anxiously. Oh dear, the man shook his head in dismay. The right time for this type of action is only after 6 months. We as well as go back to sleep now. The thieves had a field day. They took all they could lay their hands on and decamped. In the morning, the man and his wife found the house cleaned out. But what was there to do now? 6 months passed by. The man kept track of the dates, and when the day dawned, it was auspicious to scream for help. I will show those thieves today, muttered the man. And he called his wife, and together they set up a great hoo and cried, Help, help, thieves! Thieves in the house, help! They yelled. Hearing their cries, the neighbors came running. Where are the thieves? They asked. They looked around, but did not see anyone except the couple in the empty house. Oh, the thieves came and left 6 months ago, said the man. I'm informing you all today. What's the point, you silly man? They cried. What do you expect us
to do 6 months after the thieves have gone? The man replied meekly, it was not the auspicious time to scream for help then. You see, everybody laughed. Moral of the story is, make hay when the sun shines. Thank you.
Okay, make hay when the sun shines, Payoja. Huh? Nice.
Sir, I said that only.
Yes, yes, Payoja. We all heard that. We all heard that. Nice costume, Payoja. Lovely costume. Whose idea was it? Whose idea?
Sir,
Sorry?
my mother.
Oh, your mother's idea. Wow. Very good idea. Wonderfully narrated, Payoja. Thank you. Our judges, if you would like to say something, anyone?
I enjoyed your story, Payoja. It was really humorous as well as you narrated it so well. It was really a pleasure listening to you. So congratulations and well done, Payoja.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Yes, Neil sir, could we have the next student?
Shrish Das.
Yes, Shrish.
Hello.
Finally, you're trying to actually tell a story.
My name is Srish Das. I read in Julende School and my class is class 4. I am going to narrate a story about the thirsty crow. The thirsty crow. Once upon a time there was a crow. Once upon a time there was a thirsty crow where which were flying here and there for in search of water, but at last he saw a pot of water. The water level was in a low, so by thinking he hit upon a plan. He collected some stones and threw it inside a pot, and the water level started rising. After it rise, the water level rise at the top. The crow drank the water and flew away happily. And the moral is cleverness. By cleverness, we can do everything.
Yes, Krish. You need to be clever, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Krish, you're clever.
Yes.
You're very clever, isn't it? And who knows that better? Krish, you're missing school.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm getting more and more.
We are all missing you as well. We are all missing you. Thank you, Krish. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Neil, sir.
Next one is Pushali Pandey.
Good morning, everyone. My name is I am Paushali Pandey from 4B. Now I am going to tell the story of a wicked heron. The characters of the story are heron, crab, and fishes. Once upon a time, there lived a heron by the side of a pond. It was a lazy creature and once devised a plan to get a supply of fish without doing much work. So one day it was shedding tears standing beside the pond without attempting to catch any fish. The pond was also inhabited by a wise crab who often helped the fishes in the pond. On seeing the gloomy heron, the crab asked, "What happened? Why are you so sad?" "Alas, I am worried that soon the pond is going to be without any fish. I overheard a group of fishermen talking about catching all the fishes in this pond." "Oh no, now suggest some ways to get rid of such a danger." The crab then conveyed the news to the fishes. They became very frightened and rushed to the heron. "Please save us, please help us to reach a safer destination." "Oh dears, don't be afraid. I know about a large, safer pond far away. If you're interested, I can carry a few of you every day to that pond." Everyone became extremely eager.
We are ready to go, we are ready to go. So every day the heron began to carry some of the fishes in the beak, and on reaching a large rock, ate the fishes and left the bones of the fishes on a large rock. Wow, now I'm able to get a continuous supply of fish without any effort. The crab began to get suspicious, and one day it said, "How long would I stay here? Please take me also to the pond." Wow, very nice. Today I will taste that crab. Oh, sure, come with me. After coming a distance, when they got closer to the rock, the crab noticed the bones of the fishes on the rock. It easily comprehended the devilish view of the heron, but still asked, "Where is that large pond?" "Oh dear, still can't you understand? The large pond is in my stomach. I will send you to there." At once the crab tightened its claws around the heron's neck and killed it. Then it kept back to the pond and told the other fishes about the lies the heron had been telling. Moral of the story is excess of greed is harmful. Thank you.
Thank you, Poshali. Lovely message. Never good to be greedy, isn't it?
Yes,
Never
sir.
ever good to be greedy. A nice story, and even better moral that you shared with us through the story. Thank you, Poshali. Our judges, if they would like to share something, they may, or else we will move to the next student.
Shali, very good animation with your props. I really thought the crab bit off the neck of the heron. So I really enjoyed it. Thank you, Poshali.
Thank you. Okay.
Next one is Sayan Bug.
The name of the story is The Lazy Horse. Once upon a time, there in a farm, there lived in a city, there lived in a man. That the man carried the salt to the salt that he give to the man, and there also a horse, and the man give to the salt to give the man, and in one day the horse sleep from going he goes from beach. In one day the horse slipped and fell into the river, and the salt mixed with the water and came very less than the heavy. Then the horse think that I would every day jump at the river and come out. Then he does that in every day, and the farmer thought that the salt is why the salt is very less. The farmer think one day the horse back the farmers go and see that what the horse is doing. Then the next day, instead of salt, the man give cotton, and when he jump into the river, when horse jump into the river, he have to carry more load because the cotton is wet and it is very heavy to carry one side to another side. And when he get up into the land, and he go into the farmer and he told that no, I have get my
It's okay, Cheyenne. Take your time. You have time. Take your time. Nothing to worry about. Complete your story. Do you want to continue, Cheyenne?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Okay, you may do so then.
Yes, then the moral of the story is never do cheating with anyone.
Never cheat, isn't it?
Anything.
Don't try to cheat anyone.
Yes.
That is the moral of your story, isn't it? Isn't
Yes.
it, Cheyenne? That is a
Yes,
good
sir.
moral. Never cheat anyone.
Yes.
Okay? A good moral that you have shared.
Yes.
Cheyenne, may I ask you a question?
Yes,
Cheyenne?
sir.
Do you read books?
Yes, sir.
Do you read
No.
the cartoon books?
No, sir. I read from Google.
Achha, you take down articles from Google. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So do you actually read it aloud?
Yes, sir.
Or do you read it to yourself?
I read it to myself.
Then that's a good practice. You can take a sheet of paper with something written on it, stand in front of the mirror and read out. All right. Have you understood, Cheyenne? Okay. Or else you take books, story books, okay, small story books, short stories, and try and read them. All right. All right, Cheyenne. Thank you. Thank you, Cheyenne.
Okay, sir.
The judges, would you like to share something?
Yes, sir. Cheyenne, just what as sir said, I think he needs to, by the way, did you practice before this competition? Did you, practice saying it in front of the mirror or something, or to your parents? Did you, Cheyenne?
No, sir. No, ma'am.
No, you should have. Whenever, it's like as a competition, enjoying. Then, when it's a
Ma'am, your
competition,
voice
you're
is
practicing. These are
cutting.
small tips that we follow when there is nobody to guide. My voice. Okay, it's cracking issue I'm having. I said, you should have started reading books a little, and if you don't. Yes, Baba?
Sir.
Okay.
Sir.
I think there's a network thing here.
Yeah, there is a network
So, if
problem.
you would like to continue then, I can get back to
Yes,
the slide
your
later.
voice is cutting every time.
That will happen, Cheyenne. Internet issues will happen. All right.
Oh, yes, I can hear that. Okay. Okay, we'll continue, sir. Let's continue. I'll get them later.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, Neil, sir, could we have the next student?
So the next one is actually Sanya, but I don't think she's joined. And so is Sanya. So we'll move ahead with Ayushi, sir.
Ayushi, where is Ayushi?
Dad.
Yeah, you're here.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ayushi. I read class 4B, Julian Day School. The name of the story is The Sparrow and the Crow. Once upon a time, along the Sutlej River in Punjab, there lived a sparrow named Chibi. One day, she thought, I would really like to make a field of wheat for myself. To get some more help, Chibi asked her neighbor Crow, the crow. Yes, of course, replied Crow. Wearing socks on my feet, dancing all along the way. You go, I will follow. He said. Chibi whistling liked it. She went to the field and waited for Paul. But when Paul did not turn up, she plowed and seeded the land all by herself. A few days passed by, and now the field had sprouted. Hence, Chibi requested Paul again. Wearing socks on my feet, dancing all along the way. You go, I will follow. He said again. So the next day, she went to the field and started watering the field. Crawl yet again never came. A few more days passed by, and now the field was glowing with golden wheat. Very happily, Chibi started harvesting them when suddenly Call appeared. Call grinned as he flew away, taking all of the grains, leaving all of the straws and the chaffs to Chibi. Little Chibi felt devastated, but that exact night, a big storm arrived. Call took refuge in the grains, but it was not enough to hold the roof. On the other hand, Chibi took shelter in a nest made up of strong straws and chaff, and was very, very well protected. The moral of the story is, as you sow, so shall you reap. Thank you.
Thank you, Ayushi. Thank you so much. We loved that story of yours. We loved the props that you used as well. We can see that you've put in a lot of effort. There's a lot of hard work there. All right. Thank you very much, Ayushi. We can move ahead if the judges want to say something. They may say, or else we may move ahead. All right. Payoja, not Payoja, I'm sorry. Ishita. Ishita, are you ready, my girl?
Right?
Is your...
Yeah.
All right, then Ishita, we are getting back to you now. All right, Ishita. Judges, please note that Ishita will be coming up next to narrate her story. Yes, Ishita.
Okay.
স্যারকে জিজ্ঞেস করো যে স্যার আমাকে শোনা যাচ্ছে কিনা
You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Ishita, but we need to see your costume.
হ্যাঁ তো স্যারকে জিজ্ঞেস করো যে
Sir, I can start it now?
Yes, you're okay. Wherever you're standing, narrate from there.
Where?
Yes, it's...
Where?
Yes, it's okay.
Start it now?
Yes. Yes.
So that is very your voice is cut out, sir. So can I start it now?
Yes, Ishita, you may start.
My name is Shreya, and today I'm representing for B. The greedy king. Once upon a time, there was a very big kingdom. Lived a very big king. They were so greedy. One day, he went to a place and he saw a saint over there. The saint. And then asked the saint, "Hey, I will ask permission to you. Would you give me that?" The saint said, "Yeah, I would give you the permission, but what permission do you need from me?" The king said, "Please give me a permission that I will touch something which represents to God." The king said, the saint said, "Okay, I will give you, but you will do that." The king said, "Yes, but what do you need that permission?" The saint said, "Okay, go to the river and take the water." And when he comes to his palace, he was getting so hungry.
the servants gave the spoon. When he touched the spoon get into the gold. And I think, oh my God. And then he touches the food by his hand. And the food also turns into gold. He got scared and he got all of its servants. The servant unlistened him. So he touched his servant. And all the servant also gets into gold. He got so scared that he would not live anywhere or touch anything. Otherwise, it would turn into gold. So, the moral of the story is, never be greedy. What you have, be comfortable with it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ishita. Thank you for that wonderful story and the moral with it. Ishita, your costume is very nice. Can you hear us?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. And when did you grow that mustache? We can. Your mustache. Can you hear us?
I do it from eyeliner. I do it will open or not. It will go or not. I think it will stick in my face. I did it from eyeliner.
Oh, it's nice. It's nice. You look the character, Ishita. You look the character. Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. The judges, would you like to share something with us? The judges?
Sir, and look my Toro is. It's looking like a knife I'm carrying.
The judges.
It's looking like a knife I'm carrying.
Yes, I can see. We can all see that, Ishita.
Sometimes it's good to be talkative like Ishita. You become a good storyteller.
Yes.
Tell the story, Ishita. It is good.
So few of the traits.
Yes.
But she's very quiet in class.
Okay,
doesn't look like it. Then I think you have to meet her in person, sir.
Actually, now we will have to meet Ishita.
Okay.
Thank you, Ishita. Thank you so much.
Welcome,
Neil,
sir.
Yes, Neil sir, could we have the next participant?
Sir.
Michael Das.
My name is Michael Das. I am going to tell the story of the lion and the rabbit. Once there was a lion in a dense forest who used to kill many animals in one day. And then the afraid lion told the lion that we will send only one animal to you each day. The lion accepted their proposal, and from that the one animal went to the lion for lion's meal. And there was a turn of a hare. The hare went to the lion. Intentionally, he brought slow to the lion. And when the lion saw the rabbit, he roared and said, "Why are you so late? I am so hungry." The poor rabbit told the lion that nothing my fault, my lord. There is a new lion in the forest and he is telling he is a new king in the forest and also wanted to kill me, but I ran away. The lion got angry and roared, "Show me the foolish." The rabbit said, "Follow me, my lord." They went to a well and the rabbit said to peep in the well. Under the water the lion lived, and the foolish lion saw his own image in the water and roared and jumped in the water, and the lion was drowned. When the rabbit went to his own place, all were surprised that lion did not eat you, and the rabbit told the full story and they celebrated. Thank you. And the moral is wisdom is more powerful than strength. Welcome.
Yes, Michael. Would you like to share the moral of that story again?
Sir, The moral is wisdom is more powerful than strength.
Wisdom is more powerful than strength. Thank you. Thank you, Michael. Wonderful story. We'll move to the next participant, Neil sir.
Yes, sir. Krishiv Chakrabarti.
Yeah. Hello everyone, my name is Krishiv Chakraborty. I study in Julian School, class 4. Today I am going to tell a story about, the name of the story is Grandma's Beloved. Once upon a time, there lived an old woman in a village. She was very poor. She only had a cow. All the small boys in the village liked to play with the cow and called him Grandma's Beloved. The grandma fed the cow very well, but she did not feed herself that well. Now, one day, the cow, when the cow became big, one day he decided to earn money for the old woman. So he started roaming the village and he found many bullocks trying to pull a cart. He went to the man and said, if I help you to pull the cart, you have to give me money. The man said, let me think. I will give you 2 gold coins for each cart. So the cow went and pulled all the carts in a surprise. Now the man gave him gold coins in a small bag and hung it on his neck. The cow went to the old woman's hut and gave the bag of coins to her. Now the old woman was rich and never got hungry anymore. The moral of the story is kindness and love can make the poorest home to the richest house. Thank you.
Thank you, Krish. Thank you. Kindness, very important. All right. So we all have to learn how to be kind in our own little ways. Okay. Thank you, Krish. The judges, if you would like to say something, or else we may continue. All right. Thank you. Yes.
Intelligent. Sir, Deep Tarko Biswas.
Yes, Deep Tarko.
Yeah. My name is Diptarko Biswas. I read in class 4B. My story's name is The Fisherman and the Magic Hat. Once upon a time, there was a fisherman fishing in the sea. Then a storm came and blew the boat. He finally swam and came to a shore. After he went to his home, he told his wife that what we will do for the living, because I have only one boat. So his wife said that go to the forest and cut one tree's trunk and make it for the boat. The fisherman was very happy and went in the forest. After finding, he can't find any tree that can make a strong boat, and he lost in the forest. After some time, he saw a house. Then he went into the house and knocked the door. An old woman and a man came. So he told what has happened, and they told that come in. So he came in and sat, and they gave him a glass of water. After some time, he told that I will be going home at the morning. I want I want food because I am very hungry. So the old woman and the man went to the kitchen and uh, and and no sound was coming from there. So the fisherman was very angry because what was happening over there. So he peeped into the room and saw they were putting a hat and got vanished. He also put the hat on his head and told what they told. They told that go to the palace's kitchen. So they went to the palace's kitchen and the fisherman saw they were stealing the food. So he told that don't steal the food, I saw you. So the woman and the man told that you should be not coming here. Then the man and the woman got vanished. And but he didn't notice that was the kitchen of the palace of the king. So he ate the food. But after he ate, he was still hungry. So he wished that some food come. And the food came because of the magical hat. And he realized this is where this has a magic. And he ate, and after eating all the food, he slept on the table. After sleeping, when he opened his eyes, he saw that he is in front of the king. The king told that you were stealing the food from our kitchen. You should be punished and put him in the jail. But he thought that this time the magical hat could be worked, but it didn't work because it can work only 2 times in a day. And he was in the jail for many years. And moral of the story is that the moral of the story is never be greedy. Thank you.
Thank you, Diptarko. The morals that all of you are sharing is wonderful. We need to follow those morals, learn from those morals. All right? Thank you very much, Diptarko. Yes, Neil sir.
So we are done, sir. We are done.
All right. So we have come to the end of the storytelling for 4B. We will give our judges some time to tabulate the marks. Once they are ready, we will get back to you and let you know as to who has come first, second, or third. Meanwhile, Neil sir, would you like to share some of your thoughts, feedback to your students, to the parents?
Yes, it's a very proud moment for me being my first batch. So I'm really proud of all of you.
I can't hear anything.
You can't hear me?
It is a classwork.
So as I was saying, it's a very proud moment for me to see all of you do so well, to have the courage to come and participate. Well done, all of you. Keep up the good work and keep shining. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Dragwich. You have put in a lot of hard work. We can see that to prepare students. Even when we have to have a storytelling competition offline, that takes a lot of time to prepare. It's a little easier, but having something done online is a little more difficult. It's a little more challenging, not only for us, but for the students and their parents as well. Now we will give the judges some time to get the tabulation prepared and ready so we can announce it. Meanwhile, if there are any parents there who would like to share their thoughts, are there any parents there who would like to say something? Your suggestions is what we actually need. if you have something to suggest. Any parents there?
Gafil sir, Payoja can't hear anything. So can I ask her to leave and rejoin?
Payoja, can you hear us?
He made something that is very.
She's sending a.
Payoja, can you hear us? O'Neill sir, can you ask her to leave and join again?
Yes, sir. Payoja, can you hear me? She's a good dancer also, sir. Payoja.
Yeah. We are aware of Payoja's talents here because she has been actively taking part in a lot of events of the school as well. And not only Payoja, there are the others as well here. We will wait for her to join again. Meanwhile, the judges, would you like to share something before we move on to the results?
Yes, sir. There have been quite a few positive note also, wherein, there have been some wherein we need to practice, children, as I said, even before, I think I was talking to Shayan Bal, wherein we had the network issue and I couldn't relate to him rather. What I was saying, it's not only him, in general, it goes to everybody. There are times it happened also with me also, when you have to, you've been taking part in any competition or in a drama and you're learning up your piece, it becomes very difficult every time to ask your parents or somebody to listen to you, right? Every time it's not feasible also, they will be free to listen. So what you need to do is, as a good practice is, if you have, you can go in front of your mirror in particular, stand there and, start narrating. So you are the best judge of yourself. You'll be able to judge where you're going wrong. You can hear yourself clear, you can see, or even storytelling. You can have your movements, right? Postures in particular, you are enacting, right? So you can enact it in front of the mirror because the mirror will guide you in that way as to where you're going wrong, right? You can think it that way. Another thing is, I think another small tip is wherein the storytelling session, how you can improve is if you have any young ones at home, your friends or even your siblings who are there, why don't you start narrating stories to them? Now, narrating stories is not going to help you only in relating a competition of storytelling, but even it will help you with your pronunciation, with your fluency, or it will definitely, I think, would encourage you to speak in English more often because you're relating with that topic, right? So talking, okay? Otherwise, it was a good set of students we had who narrated. There have been stories which were very different rather, which are other than the normal esophageal or folklores, they were different. So it was a nice gesture from your side, and on top of that, definitely it's a good thing wherein everyone, if you tried to do something, give out the best of yours, getting dressed up, then speaking with your teachers and your friends out there. Definitely, it was a good job that you people have done, all of you. Now, sir, do I announce the
yes.
result?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in the third place, we have Poshali Pandey. It was a good job that she did. In the second place, we have Ishita Shaha.
Ishita.
Ishita Shaha.
Ishita is on the second place. Ishita's
and we can't see her.
Yeah, there she's there.
Okay. And for the first place, any guesses, any one of you? Any of your friends can guess? Who can be the first one? Nobody wants to take a guess?
Ma'am, I will tell you it first.
Okay, who?
My
you think it's okay? It's good in a way to think that way. No, it's really encouraging, and obviously, when I do something, I have given my best 100%, so I should be the one, definitely. But in the first place, we have your friend Payoja Acharya. Okay, she came first.
Where is?
Yes, I will tell. I guessed it.
You guessed it. Okay.
Payoja, we cannot see you again.
Yes, ma'am.
There you are, Payoja. So Payoja is there, Poshali is there, and Ishita. Where is Ishita? Ishita is here. So we have a first, second, and third. Payuja first, Ishita second, and Poshali
Second.
third. Congratulations to all the winners. God bless you. Okay, and may you excel even more in future. Payuja, Ishita, and Poshali.
Ma'am, I can't hear anything.
We can hear you, Payuja. Hello. Payuja, can you hear us?
No, sir, she can't hear us.
Now I can hear now.
Actually, you have come first.
Hi.
Yes. You have come first. Congratulations. Are there any parents there who would like to share a thought with us, perhaps a feedback or any sort of suggestion that you would like to give us or share with us? The parents, anyone there? We always believe it should be a two-way interaction. Yes, I can see Payuja calling on to her mother or father, perhaps. I don't know who it is. They're hidden from the camera.
My mother.
Ah, your mother, of course. Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, sir.
Parent. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Yes, ma'am. Is there anything you would like to share? A suggestion?
Actually, this is a very good platform since she was very depressed that she was not in school. So storytelling competition was a welcome for her. She was very enthusiastic. So I am really very happy that she participated. Not even she, all the students, they got a way out of the monotonous life.
We do hope we can have a few more of these events and activities. We will try. We will definitely try. Okay. Thank you for all your support and your cooperation. Thank you, ma'am. Is there anybody else, any other parent who would like to say something before we come to the end of today's program? We are always open and ready to listen to you, parents. Okay, then we will close today's competition for class 4B today. For now, thanking the judges once again, thanking the class teacher, Mr. Neil Dragwich as well. Remember, he has just joined us, so he has his hands full. There's a lot of things to do. Thank you, sir. Thank you, judges. We definitely hope that we will meet again, for sure. Thank you, students, boys and girls. We miss you. We miss you a lot. Looking forward to seeing all of you whenever we do get the permission to open our school. All right. Thank you very much. God bless all of you. Thank you. You may remove yourselves. Okay. You may remove yourselves.
Bye, sir.
Bye-bye to all of you. Neil, sir, please stay on.
Bye, sir.
As well. Bye-bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Ta-da. Ta-da. Ta-da.
Bye, sir.
I think I can see Shreya. Now it's too late, I think. But the time is there, no? The judges are still there. I think I can see Shreya on. Come on.
She's disconnected again, sir.
Yeah, I've just got.
Oh, yeah, no, she's here. She's here.
She's here.
The judges requesting the judges, could we have her perform her act as well?
Yes, why not, sir?
Since we have given them time up to 12:45.
Okay, sir.
Let us hope that Shreya can come on, then we can give her an opportunity to join us.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
I can still see Poshali there.
Poshali is still there.
Poshali, you can stay on there if you want.
Shreya.
Shreya, could you please unmute yourself? Is she the last participant, Nilsa? Shreya? Or is there somebody else who has missed?
No, sir, two have missed. She's, I think she's joined in
Adjective is a
today.
doing word.
I think we've got Shreya now.
Yes, sir.
An adjective is a doing word.
Shreya?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready to narrate your story, Shreya?
Yes.
All right. You may start, Shreya. The judges are waiting for you.
My name is Shreya Barman Chaudhary. I read in class 4B. My story's name is The Two Sisters. Two Sisters. The Blossom Tree Story. There were two sisters in a village. The two sisters' names were one sister were the name Sophia and the other one was Somia. And then one day she was plucking flowers and she was selling flowers from everywhere. And she went by selling and selling. She went to the royal palace of the village. And then the queen saw the flowers and she was surprised how beautiful flowers they were. And she wanted to buy all of them. And she bought all of them from her. And then she asked her, where did you get these flowers from? I never seen. She was scared, and she told her not the truth but the lie, that I have nothing. I have plucked the flowers from the forests or jungles. Then she whispered the soldiers and told her to follow her. To follow her and then the soldiers told okay, and then she went to her hut and the soldiers saw everything. And then at night they were sleeping, and at last she woke up and her sister Somia woke, and Sophia put some water on her and she became a blossom flower tree. And the soldiers were surprised and they ran to the queen. Ran to the queen to tell all of this. And then the queen have announced that two sisters should live in the royal castle. So he told, why are you living in a small hut? You should live with us in the royal palace. Everybody should see you, look at you, and you should give us flowers for worshipping to the god. And so they told yes. And the two sisters, the big sister had told them that a condition. There is a small condition where you have to do. You have to take care of our sister very well. And so the queen told, okay, we will take care of her. And one day the
one day her sister had married and gone to another place for marriage. And the queen's daughter, there was a queen's daughter, and the daughter was Ria. She was very mean and greedy. She had many friends from another place and another palaces. They talked each other and they chatted. One day, the princess told to her friends that there is a very royal tree in our royal palace. You should come and see it. And they told every story of the Sonia, and they couldn't believe it. And one day, Ria asked her mother she would go to the picnic and call Sonia to the picnic too, that can she come with us. And her mother told, yes, you can take her. She haven't go very long to the forest or outside the palace. You can take her. So they took her and went to an unknown place of the forest. And then the princess told to Somia that you shall turn into the blossom of trees and show my friends. And then she told, no, I would not. I will be worked in good places, good works, not in the bad works. And for crying, Ria cried for her. And then she finally told, yes, okay, she have turned. And then she told her that you should turn into the flowers. And Somia told that bring some water and pour to me. And they did what she said. And then she turned into the big blossom flower. And everybody blossom flower tree, and everybody was very surprised and they couldn't believe it. And then they tried and they picked up the flowers, not very carefully, very greedily they were taking. And finally they reminded, and the branches were broken. There were no leaves and flowers at last. The princess was reminded that she had to pour some water so that she can be human being again. And when they poured some water, she was not human. She was hopeless, lifeless, broken, no hands, no legs, and she was lying on the ground. And Ria was very scared of her mother, that she would tell that she would be very angry if she hears this. So she left her leave and go away. And then she told when her mother asked her, where is Somia? And Ria replied that she is very mean. She haven't come. She have never go out of the palace. And then she was saying that, no, I will not come to the palace again. You go. I will not go anywhere else, leaving this place. And then she was telling, and the queen was believing that it can be true. And then one day, her sister Sophia came to the palace to see her sister. Where is she? So the queen told that I don't know. She went away from this palace. And she was thinking she cannot behave like this. So she went to the princess and asked her, "Where did you take her?" So she replied, "I have taken her in the forest." And she asked a few questions to Ria, the princess, and she replied all the answers of the questions. So she went to the unknown place of the forest and saw that she was crying and lying on the ground. And she asked her, "What happened?"
Connection.
So she cried very for
Shreya,
yes,
can you hear me?
yes,
Did you go through the rules and regulations that were given on WhatsApp?
yes.
How many minutes were given to each participant? Do you know that?
I forgot.
You were given 3 minutes. All right, Shreya? Can you hear us?
Yes.
Hello? You have gone past nearly close to 8 to 10 minutes. All right. Is your story, is there an end? Are you coming to the end of the story? Can you give us the end of the story along with the moral of the story? Please do that, Shreya. What happened towards the end?
The end was that Sophia turned the Somia into a big blossom flower again and go to the palace and told the story of her, what have the Ria done to the Somia, and the queen had thrown her away from the village. And the moral of the story is we should not be very greedy for something. It may help us for our past or future.
Is there a moral, Shreya? Would you like to share the moral of that story?
Yes, I told.
Could you say it once again, Shreya? The moral of the story?
Yes. The moral of the story is we should not be very greedy for something. It may help us in future.
We cannot hear you, Shreya. Shreya is having some internet issues, I suppose. Can you hear us, Shreya?
Yes.
Was this story written by you?
No.
Did you write the story?
No.
So you got it from a textbook?
Yes.
All right. It was a wonderful story, Shreya. But what we need to remember is there is a time limit. No? There is a time limit that is given. We need to follow certain rules and regulations. We have given you close to 10 minutes for you to narrate your story. All right.
Okay.
All right. So the judges may want to tell you something. I think I can see Miss P. Rosario there. She may want to share something with you, ma'am. Would you like to tell Shreya something?
Yes, Shreya, just, I know, you've been late, so you must be panicking again, thinking what's going to happen. You gave a good try, but then, as sir already said, when there is a competition, you have to follow or abide by the rules and the regulation given to you. And on top of that, when you are narrating, I don't know, maybe it's my fault. Somewhere down the names, both, Sonia and the other one, it was getting so confusing, because the story wasn't coming very clear. So, for a competition which is of 3 minutes, keep the story simple and keep it very, clear. Otherwise, it was a good job she did, to continue even for 10 minutes that she went on speaking. That is a good job that she has done, definitely. But then if she sticks by the rules and regulation, I think it'll be far more better for her to compete. And she needs to just continue reading more books. It seems like she does.
Correct. Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, sir.
Well done, Shreya. All right, well done. You were the last participant for class 4B. We will get back to you. The results will be put up on WhatsApp, so you can check the results out there as well. All right, Shreya?
Yes, sir.
Right. Thank you so much for participating. Have a wonderful day and God bless you. All right?
Thank you, sir.
All right. Bye-bye, Shreya. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, sir.
Good afternoon, all of you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good
Good afternoon, sir.
Hello.
Good afternoon, sir. Hello, sir.
So lovely to see all of you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. All of you are welcome. There are a few more teachers who would be joining us. We will wait for them. Once they join us, we will start immediately. I like your makeup, Priyadarshini. Lovely makeup. I can't recognize you. I thought that's an actual tiger. I got scared. That's your throne behind you. Wow. Nice whiskers you've got also. Lovely whiskers. Okay, nice to see all of you. Neil sir, are there any other students that we are waiting for? Are we waiting for any more?
No, sir. They're all here.
We just wait for the judges. The judges will be here. Mr. Neil Dragwich and Mrs. S. Makhwan.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Do we have all the students here? Based on the list that was sent to us. So we can start immediately.
Yes, sir. They're all here.
They're all here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Our judges are also with us. Once again, on behalf of all of us, the entire teaching fraternity out here, the family, we would like to welcome all of you for your first online storytelling competition. Okay, have fun, enjoy yourself, give your best. Remember, this is a competition. There are rules and regulations that were sent to you previously, earlier. Please remember to follow them. All right. Our judges for today, we have three of our senior teachers with us. We have Mrs. A. Ganguly, Mrs. M. Sampaio Das, and Ms. P. Rosario with us. Thank you, teachers. Once again, I have to keep saying this over and over again. It's not easy to sit for 3 consecutive sessions, to stay with us. Thank you once again. A big thank you to the class teacher, the teachers involved in the selection of names, that Mr. Neil Dragwich and Mrs. S. Makhwan. Thank you, teachers, for helping us and getting this list together and encouraging and motivating your students to take part in this storytelling competition. We will not waste any more time. I will hand you over to the judges. They will inform you, they will tell you exactly what needs to be done. All right? Since it's a competition, there are certain rules and regulations that needs to be followed, and they will tell you about that. All right?
Good afternoon, everyone. And for your storytelling competition, you will be marked on various categories. The first one being the theme that you have chosen. Second category is pronunciation, how well you pronounce your words. Then your voice modulation, like how you are playing into the characters in your story and how you are relating to us what is actually happening in the story. Your fluency, how you shouldn't be hesitating or stopping I know you may be nervous. It's your first time. We will, be a little bit lenient on that. But then again, it's a point to be tested. Okay. Your presentation, how well you're presenting your stories to us. You may be using props, a costume, animation, that is your facial expression, movement of your hands, etc., can be used and to the best of your ability to narrate your story to us. All right. So that's. Do you have any questions with regards to the marking scheme? Are you clear on what we are expecting of you? Yes. Okay. All right. We hope that it's afternoon time, and time normally people like to nap, and we are here to listen to some stories. I hope it's interesting, and we remain awake till we end your session of storytelling. So all the best to all of you.
Yes, all the best. All the best to each and every one of you, the teachers as well. We will start now. Requesting Mr. Dagwij, if you can give us the name of the first student.
Mayuk Sen.
Yes, sir. So, good morning, judges and teachers and my dear friends. Sir, sorry, I am a bit nervous, sir. So I had to say good afternoon. I am Mayuk Sen from class 4C. The story that I am going to tell everyone now is why did the sun and the sky went up? There was a time when the sun and the sky were quite close to the earth. The sun heat was so intense that people used to die because of sunstroke. One day, a farmer with a perfectly shaven head was going to the field for farming. But the sun's heat was so harsh that his head broke into two and he died. His daughter, who was pounding rice at his home yard, was very happily pounding rice. The long whistle she used went higher and higher as she gathered speed. And at a level, the whistle struck the sky and fell back on her head. She also died. When her mother and the farmer's wife went to check what happened, she was shocked to see her daughter dead. Then she quickly ran to her husband. She was too shocked to see him also dead. When she understood what exactly happened, she cursed the sun and the sky and told, "Why don't you go away?" The sun and the sky accepted the curse and started retreating towards heaven. Along with them, they also took sunlight and rainfall. At the same time, a washerman with a donkey was heading towards a bank of a river. The donkey was fully loaded with clothes. Poor animal couldn't take the load and at last dropped the dirty clothes and ran away. The washerman said to the donkey, "Stop, stop, please stop." But the sun and the sky thought that someone was telling them to stop, and they stopped happily at that exact spot. Moral of the story: too much of something is just as bad as too little of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayuk. Thank you so much. Lovely story. Lovely narration. We will move to the next participant.
Argho Karmakar.
Yes, Argho.
Good morning, respected guardian and my friend. Today I will say you the story of Thirsty Crow. It was a hot summer day. A crow was very thirsty. He flew here and there in searching of water, but he could not find the water. He sat on a branch of a tree. Under the tree there was a peach. There was some water in the peach. The crow was very happy to see the peach. He tried to drink water from the peach, but the level of the water is low. His beak could not reach of the level in the peach. He thought of a plan. He dropped pebbles one by one in the peach. The level of the water rose up. The crow drank the water and flew away. The moral of the story is when there is a will, there is a way. Thank you.
Definitely, Argo. When there is a will, there is definitely a way. Thank you for your wonderful story, Argo. Well done. Could we have the next participant? Judges, could we have the next participant?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll move to the next participant.
Priyanshu Biswas.
Yes, Priyanshu.
Bolo. Yes, sir.
Yes, Priyanshu.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
My story name is A Liar Cowboy. Once there lived a cowboy. He tended a large herd of cows by the side of a jungle. One day he thought it is a fine joke to fool the villagers. Suddenly he cried out, "Tiger, tiger!" Hearing this, all men working in the field running to help him. They asked the boy where was the tiger was. The boy laughed, "Ha ha ha, there was no tiger. Some in the jungle was, I thought." The villagers were very angry and told the boy not to do so again. But the boy do it for several days. One day a tiger really came. It jumped upon the cows and starting kill them. The boy cried out, "Tiger, tiger, help! It eat my cows. Help!" But this time nobody came to help him because everyone know he was telling lie. The tiger killed him and some of his cows. So the moral of the story is nobody believes a liar. Thank you.
Nice, very nice, Priyanshu. Your narration was pretty dramatic. No? A very dramatic narration of yours. We could actually fit into the picture and just imagine the shepherd boy telling a lot of lies in regards to his animals. So never tell lies, Priyanshu. That's the moral?
Yes, sir.
That's the moral? Never tell lies, isn't it? Don't be a liar. Isn't it, Priyanshu?
Yes, yes.
Okay, Priyanshu. The judges would like to share a thought. Would the judges like to share a thought?
Yes.
Or we can move on?
It was indeed, very good from Priyanshu's point of view. At least he tried to modulate his voice.
Yes.
It keeps us as even while Marina Miss was talking about it, it's an afternoon, you feel sleepy and a little tired out. So obviously, if there's a voice modulation, it really keeps you up, and
Right.
look forward to the storytelling session.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Miss.
Thank you.
So next one.
Yes, Neil sir, the next student.
Orgho Das.
Yes, Orgo.
Good morning, sir.
Good
Today,
afternoon, Orgo.
good afternoon, sir. Today I'm going to tell the four friends story. Four friends lived in a village. Three of them were very learned, but they were absolutely without common sense. The fourth one was not much learned, but he possessed sound common sense. One day, the four friends set out for the capital of the king to make their fortune. There was a jungle on their way. As they were passing through the jungle, they saw a heap of bones under a tree. One of the learned friends observed the bones and said, "These are the bones of a lion. With the help of my learning, I can put these bones together and make a skeleton of the dead animal." Another learned man said, "With the help of my learning, I can stuff the skeleton with flesh and blood and cover it with the skin." The third learned man said, "With the power of my learning, I can put life into the lifeless body of the animal." The wise man who possessed sound common sense warned his learned friends against the danger of bringing the lion back to life. One of the learned men said, "This idiot is delicious of our learning. Let us not listen to him." The other two agreed with him. So the wise man ran off as fast as his legs could carry him and climbed up a tree. The three learned men got busy to make use of their learning. The first one put the bones together and made a skeleton. The second one stuffed the skeleton with flesh and blood and covered it with the skin. As soon as the lion came back to life, he roared loudly and killed all the three learned men. The fourth friend's common sense helped him to save himself. The moral of the story is wrong use of learning can be disastrous. Thank you.
Yes, yes, Orgo. It could be disastrous. Okay, so common sense is important. No? It's important to have common sense. Okay, thank you, Argo. Well said. Good narration and a lovely story. Thank you, Argo. Yes, Neil sir, could we have the next student?
Sayan Biswas.
Good afternoon, my teachers, judges, and my friends. Today I will tell a story. The name of the story is The Song of a Crow. Once a cunning fox saw a crow sitting on a high branch of a tree with a piece of a cake in his beak. He went and sat under the tree and began to think that how some way to make the crow drop the piece of the cake on the ground. After thinking a rush, the fox said, "My dear, you have everything. Friends, wisdom, and good looks. Only if you have a military voice, you have been all perfect." The crow began to sing. As soon as he opened his beak, the piece of a cake fell down in the ground. The fox grabbed it at once and said, "You are more imperfect in the sense of your ego is bigger than is your wisdom." The moral of the story is wisdom is strength. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Shayan, definitely wisdom is strength. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Shayan. We'll move to the next student.
Diptanshu Mazumdar.
Good afternoon, ma'am. And I am going to tell rabbit and turtle. The rabbit challenged to the turtle that I can run fast from you. Then they race in each other. The rabbit ran as fast from turtle. He looked back and see the turtle is coming or no. Then the rabbit sleep. The turtle goes slowly, with no sound. When the turtle go to the finish line, the rabbit wake up and run fast as he can. Then the turtle win the race. The rabbit tell, oh no. The moral of the story is
Yes, Diptanshu, the moral of the story is go slow, go slow. Go slow. You can do it. Come on. Give us the moral.
Judge and underestimate anyone. Anyone underestimate?
Never underestimate anybody.
Never underestimate anybody.
And slow and steady. Slow and steady. What happens after that? Wins the race.
Yes.
Yes. Very good effort, Diptanshu. Very good. All right.
Thank you, sir.
You have been good so far. All right, Diptanshu.
Yes.
I will move over to the judges. If the judges could give a little bit of a feedback.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Diptanshu. Like sir said, slow and steady wins the race. You should also go slow. You're not in a hurry to finish your story. Okay, because when you go slow, people can understand what you're saying. All right. And there's somebody disturbing you out there? There's a tortoise in your house?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, disturbing you, no? Right. Okay, all the best, Diptanshu. You can do better.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, Neil sir.
Next one, Devanshi Saha.
Good morning, my dear friends and judges and teachers. I am Devanshi Saha. I will tell a story of a truthful Mahatma. Once upon a time in ashram there lived a Mahatma. He was the strongest man in the world. The ashram was in the middle of the forest. Every day, thousands of devotees came to him for his blessings. The Mahatma taught his disciplines the value of truthfulness. One morning, the Mahatma was sitting on his place for meditation. Just then a rabbit passed by. The Mahatma thought the poor rabbit must be thirsty, so he kept a bowl of water in the corner of his hut. After a while, he saw the hunter passing by. He asked the hunter, "Where are you going, man?" He said, "You saw a rabbit somewhere?" He spoke the truth. Then the poor rabbit can lose his life. If he tell the lie, the rabbit can be safe and feel happy, but I can lose my reputation. The hunter could not understand the hermit words of the Mahatma. Hence, without saying a word, He left the ashram. Thus, by using his intelligence, the Mahatma saved the rabbit's life without telling a lie. The moral of the story is, do not tell a lie if you got a problem. Thank you, sir.
All right, Devanshi, we have got your story. Where are you at present, Devanshi? Are you on the terrace?
Yes, sir.
Is your parent there with you?
No, sir.
Is your parents there at home?
No, I am sitting in the terrace, but my parents are in down.
All right, Devanshi. All right.
I have disturbance, so I come in the terrace.
All right. Thank you, Devanshi. Thank you.
Welcome, sir.
Raja.
Next.
Raja.
Yes, Neil sir. Could we move to the next please?
Priyadarshini Poddar.
Good afternoon to my respected judges, teacher, and all my dear friends. Today, I, Priyadarshini Poddar of class 4C, will like to tell a folk tale from Uttar Pradesh. The name of the story is The Lion's Wedding. Once upon a time, there was a young lion. He lived in the forest of Vrindavan. All the animals of Vrindavan were afraid of the lion. Nobody dared go near the lion. Never get in the way of that lion. The monkeys would instruct their young ones. Get inside the cave, children. It's time for the lion to go for his evening stroll. The bears would warn their cubs. Actually, in reality, he was very gentle and harsh. When the lion became adult, he decided to get married. In a few days, he arranged his marriage with a beautiful lioness. The lion wanted to invite all the animals of Vrindavan. Maybe this way I can make realize that I am not all that bad, thought the lion. So the lion went through the forest inviting all the animals he met. You must come to my wedding, dear elephant, said the lion. Yes, definitely, said the elephant. The lion said to the monkey, you are a good dancer, dear friend. You must come to my wedding to entertain the gathering. The monkey nodded and leaped away. Please collect some fresh honey for the ritual, dear bear, said the lion. Sure, said the bear, avoiding the lion gaze. In this way, the lion invited the crow, the cat, the fox, the camel, and the giraffe. But on the day of the wedding, none of the guests arrived at the venue. The lion was very sad. After a few days later, all the animals met in a place. The bear asked the elephant, why didn't you go to the lion's wedding? The elephant replied, I'm strong, but I still feared the lion. Then he asked, why didn't you go there, friend? I couldn't collect sufficient honey. The lion would have been upset and even killed me, replied the bear. The monkey said that, I am so afraid of the lion that I may not have been able to dance. The wise crow said, this is true, friends. We can't share our happiness with someone we are afraid of. Thus, all because of the needless fear that animals felt, and no one attended the gentle lion's wedding. The moral of the story is, don't judge a book by its cover. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Priyadarshini. You're the lion, isn't it? Very beautiful lion with the flowers on your head. And a very brave lion. I can see a snake around you. Just behind you.
Yes, that one. Actually, I have made it as a forest.
Yeah, I can see that snake there. That's your pet, Priyadarshini?
No, that is my toy.
Oh, that is your toy. Wonderful. Lovely narration. I'm sure the judges would like to say something in regards to this. I hand you over to the judges.
Who painted your face, Priyadarshini?
My mother.
Very good. Tell your mother congratulations. She did a pretty good job with it. Beautiful lioness. I thought you were the lioness, not the lion. Actually. So I thought, such a beautiful lioness, we'll all come to your wedding.
Thank
you. Well done, Priyadarshini.
Well done, well done.
Well done.
Thank you.
And any other judge would like to say something, ma'am? Philomena Miss or Anuswa Miss would like to say something before we move to the next participant?
Yes, sir. Beautiful narration, good voice modulation, and really it was very interesting. The post-lunch session is being very interesting. So let's carry on like this.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Well done, Priyadarshini. Our next. Yes.
Srotaswini Poddar.
Good evening, my respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends. I am Srotaswini Poddar from class 4C. The name of the story which I am going to tell today is The Blue Jackal. Once upon a time, there lived a jackal who strayed into a city in search of food. He was hungry and chased by a group of dogs. He accidentally entered the house of a dyer and fell into a vat of indigo. He was stained blue from head to toe when he escaped from the house and came to the forest, all the animals were surprised at his appearance and could not place its identity. Taking advantage of the situation, the jackal decided to play the situation to his advantage. He told that he was Fire's owl, sent by the king of gods to earth to guard the forest. The animals believed the jackal. The jackal then appointed the lion as his prime minister, the tiger as his guard of the bedchamber, and the elephant was made the doorkeeper. He then drove all the jackals out of sight from the forest for the fear of being recognized. The animal would hunt food and bring it to the king, and the king would distribute the food to all equally, just as the king would do. So he was leading a life of luxury. One day, a herd of jackals was passing by, howling to their glory, unable to control his natural instinct. Fire's owl showed his natural voice. Hearing this howl, the animal realized that they had been fooled by the jackal and killed the jackal instantly. The moral of the story is excess of greed is harmful. Thank you.
Thank you, Shrotashwani. Thank you so much. Well done. Okay, nicely narrated. Well done.
Rupkatha Biswas.
Good morning, my respective principal, judges, and my all dear friends. I am Rupkatha Biswas from class 4C. I am telling a story about an ant and a grasshopper. Why you not come and chat with me, said the grasshopper. Instead of toiling and moiling away, I am helping to lay up the food for the winter, said the ants, and recommend you to do the same. Why bother about the winter, said the grasshopper. We have got plenty of food at present. But the ant went on its way and continued its toil. When the winter came, the grasshopper found itself dying of hunger, while it saw the ant distributing everyday corns and grains from the stores they had collected in the summer when the grasshopper used. The moral of the story is work today and you can reap the benefits tomorrow.
Yes, definitely. Thank you, Rupkatha. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Anil sir. Our next participant.
Divyoshri Acharya.
Good morning, teachers.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, teachers, judges, and my dear friends.
My name is Ibosi Acharya from class 4C. I will tell the story of the foolish monkeys. There once upon a time there lived a royal gardener. One day he decided to go on a holiday to spend time with his family. A group of monkeys lived in the royal garden. The gardener went to their king and said, I must go away for a few days. Will you please water the garden while I am gone? In exchange, you can help yourself to all the fruits that grow here. The Monkey King agreed and the gardener went away. The next morning, the monkeys started watering the garden. The Monkey King stopped them and said, Don't waste water. Uproot each plant and tree and check the length of the roots. If they are small, the plant will need less water. If they are long, the plant will need more. Proceed like this. The gardener will be pleased when he returns. The monkeys began to follow their king's order, not realizing that pulling out plants would kill them. A wise man who happened to be passed by stopped and said, Why are you damaging the king's garden? Please with themselves, replied the monkeys. The gardener is away, so you are taking good care of this place. You are watering the plant, but make sure you don't don't waste water. The man was amazing at the stupidity of the monkeys. He tried to correct them, but they would not listen. When the gardener returned, the garden was in ruins. He decided that never trust the monkeys again. The moral of the story is a foolish friend is worse than a clever enemy. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dibyoshri. Thank you very much.
The next student is Anushka Sarkar.
Anushka Sarkar.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, my dear teachers, my dear judges, and my dear friends. My name is Anushka Sarkar and I am from class 4C. Today I am going to tell you a story about the bundle of sticks. The bundle of sticks. Ramu was a rich man. He had 4 sons, but he was not happy. His sons were always fighting with each other. He wanted his sons to live happily together. One day, Ramu called all his sons and said, I am going to give you a bundle of sticks. I want you all to try and break the bundle. The 4 sons tried to break the bundle of sticks, but they couldn't break the bundle. Ramu then opened the bundle of sticks and said, I am giving you each a stick. You could not break a bundle of sticks when they were tied. Try if you can break a single stick. They easily broke a single stick. Ramu said, You see that when the bundle was tied, then you could not break the bundle of sticks. But when they were single, you easily broke the single sticks. Like that, you 4 also need to stay together. If you work together and do not fight, then anyone will be not able to harm you in any way. But if you fight like this, then people will easily harm you. The children understood what their dad is still trying to tell. The children said, We have been wrong. We understood that what you are trying to tell. The children were very sorry for that. They said, You have taught us a very important lesson. We will not fight anymore. The moral of the story is, together we stand, divide we fall. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Anushka. Well done. There is a lot of important things that we can pull out from this story. All right. That is, when we stick together, united, we are strong, isn't it? Thank you, Anushka.
Welcome, sir.
Just a minute, Neil sir. I see an iPhone. The name of the device is iPhone. Who's logged in with that device? iPhone?
Garfield, that's me, your chairman.
Oh, I'm so sorry, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome. I've been listening in right through. I think it started since it
Yes, sir.
started.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Yeah, we have our chairman with us. Thank you for joining us, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I've been listening to quite a number of speakers. It's been brilliant. It's a brilliant idea. And God bless to everyone, all participants. But just a hint, only to Garfield and his team.
Yes, sir.
Now is the time to take these young chaps who are speaking, all these young participants, and make the necessary corrections.
Yes, sir.
So that they better themselves.
Yes, sir. We will do that. We will do that.
Make note of that, and I'm sure you're recording it. So
yes, sir. It's on record.
If you could do that and then have them speak again, record it so that I can have a view of the difference from this session to the next by March.
Yes, sir.
So
Sure.
we'll go to another level. It's just to take them to the next level.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Well done.
Neil, sir, could we move on to the next participant?
Yes, sir. Sinjoita Gure.
Good
Yes.
afternoon, my dear respected judges, teachers, and dear friends. I am Srinjoyita Gure from class 4C. Today I am going to tell a story about the golden eggs of the duck. Once a farmer had many ducks in his house. One of the duck would lay golden eggs every day. He sold the golden eggs and became rich. One day he thought that there would be many more golden eggs in the stomach of the duck. If he cut the stomach, he would take all the golden eggs and became rich in a very short period of time instead of waiting for those golden eggs for many more days. So without any second thought, he took a knife and cut the stomach of the duck. But there he found only one golden egg and felt very sad for his greedy attitude. So the moral of the story is greed leads to a huge loss. Thank you.
Thank you, Srinjoyita. Wonderful message through your story. Good narration. I would like to request one of our judges if you would like to say something, a feedback. Yes, we have Mrs. A. Ganguly there. We have Mrs. M. Sampaio Das and Ms. P. Rosario. Teachers, a feedback would be good. Or should we?
Well, Sanjayata, very well done, making an effort to put forward a story to us today. You had very good voice modulation. You could have, gone a little bit slower with your story so it could lasted a little longer. Otherwise, I think you could just work on your pronunciation a little bit. You were fluent and a very good effort made by you. So well done.
Thank you, Miss. What we need to remember here is that you are in class 4. So you have a lot of time. Okay? There is a lot of talent that we do definitely possess. All right? So keep going. Have fun. Enjoy yourselves. All right? Yes, Neil sir, could we have the next participant?
Yes, sir. Srishti Chakrabarti.
Good afternoon, my respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends. The name of the story is The Rabbit and the Tortoise. Once upon a time, there was a rabbit and tortoise. They were a good friend. They always meet and play every day. The rabbit always boasted that he could run faster than the tortoise, so they decided to have a race. They chose the starting and finishing point. The rabbit really ran fast and soon left the tortoise far behind. He thought that tortoise is too slow and he could take a rest for a while. So he stopped under a tree and went to sleep. Mean the tortoise kept walking the whole time and reached the winning point. When the rabbit woke up, he saw that the tortoise already won the match, won the race. The moral of the story is slow and steady win the race.
Thank you. Thank you, Shrishti. Definitely, slow and steady wins the race. All right. Wonderful narration. We will ask one of the judges once again if you would like to share your views. Are they,
Yes, sir.
or should we move on?
Srishti, that was a good. Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, we can hear you.
Srishti, that was a good narration. That was a good narration, but as Mrs. Sampaio said, that you need to go a little slow. And please, children, work on your pronunciation. I think we need to work on it, all of us together. We will have to help them because they are too young. And like in future, we are hoping to get, like they are all budding stars now. And in future, we'll get a good lot of them. Who will be working on this art of storytelling.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
That was good.
Yes, Neil sir, could we move to the next
Number
participant?
17.
Sir,
Very
we are
good.
done, sir.
Are we done?
Yes, sir.
All right. Could we have a feedback from any one of the judges in regards to any suggestions that you would like to give the students? We do wait for the end of the program in order to assimilate the entire thing. The judges, if you would like to share something, remember students, boys and girls, this is a time for you to learn, all right? A learning experience for all of you. This is the first time for all of you, and you have done a wonderful job. Some of your modulations, some of your props, some of your stories, keeping in mind the values and the morals that you have shared with us is excellent. Thank you so much. Miss.
Thank you, sir.
You're most welcome, my dear. Miss P. Rosari, would you like to share something, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Overall experience was really good. Like, you know, we wasn't expecting, I think, like this way, like, you know, when children would really come out and speak so well. And the positive points which I found, like some of them are really good with their voice modulation. They have to work on the pronunciation a little. The theme that they have brought, like, you know, some of them have gone a little faster, like they've been quite quick, or like, you know, they were rushing through the story. If they would have just gone a little slow with it, it would have been more, like, you know, better off for us to pay attention and the others also. But presentation wise, some of them have done very well, especially, like, you know, no doubt, like, you know, though, like, you know, I never got a chance. Avita was like putting it on, like, you know, in order to speak. The others are talking, like Priyadarshini. That get up itself was too good. Like, you know, it really, like, when she, like, you know, her picture popped up, like, you know, there was a kind of a, like, you know, spark there. Like, you know, everybody wanted to look at it. So, like, you know, the thing is, for the others, you need to know, like, you know, you're saying a story, you need to be in the character. And in order to be in the character, sometimes you need to dress up a little, like, you know, it helps you, like, you know, you feel that you are reliving that story itself, right? So otherwise, like, you know, overall, it was a good experience for us as a judge because it was so difficult to judge through and mark you based on those theme and pronunciation and voice modulation, fluency and presentation. And overall, like, you know, the way you were presenting it, it was really a fun feeling afternoon to some extent. And we look forward for more such competition wherein I believe whatever mistakes we have or whatever like flaws we have at present, we can work out on it, and definitely we'll have a good set of really, as Mrs. Ganguly also said, like, storytellers coming up. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Miss. Mrs. S. Macron, would you like to share something? A message for your beloved students? I can watch you're pretty relaxed and you're enjoying all the lovely stories that they have put up. Something that you would like to share? You need to unmute yourself, ma'am.
Yes, I was trying. Yes, sir. I think we all have enjoyed the nice stories, enjoyed the program thoroughly, and so many nice stories we have heard. And I want to thank all the children that they have put so much effort to prepare themselves, and it was very nice. Here and there, a little bit grammatical mistakes and those things were there, but ignoring those, the program was nice. The stories were morals also, and I enjoyed very much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Miss. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Dragwich, would you like to share something once again?
So yes, I sat through 2 sections and it's been a wonderful experience. And to be very honest, seeing some of them come and narrate the story is me to believe, because they don't even open their mouths in class. Literally make them talk in class. So it's
This is the true self, actually.
Yes.
It's because of all of you, because of all of you. All right. Thank you so much. We will give our judges a few minutes to tabulate. Once that's done, we will come back to you and we will announce the winners. Let us give them some time. Meanwhile, if there anyone else who would like to share something, any questions you want to ask, students, you would like to ask a few questions, if any doubts in your mind. If your parents are there, you can ask them. They can also come on and say something if they want to. Your parents, I'm sure they are there with you. They are most welcome. Either you or your parents.
Yes,
Did you like the competition?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I really hope that you enjoyed yourselves. You had a good time. That was the motive. That was the motive behind this. All right. Of course, to see all of you as well. It's been a long time we haven't seen you. Long time I haven't seen all of you. Those faces that we would see every day in school. Some of you liked the office. Some of you would love to come up to the office every time.
Sir, we are bored at home. When
You're getting bored at home. I know, my dear. I know that. We are also missing all of you. Just give our judges a few more minutes. Okay, they're getting ready with the results. Do you have any questions to ask, boys, girls? No?
Sir, have you enjoyed our stories?
Oh, I enjoyed myself. I loved your stories. I love the morals of your stories. Lovely morals you have given us. Isn't it?
Thank you, sir.
You're always welcome, my dear. Our judges are back. I think the results are ready.
Yes, the results are ready, sir.
And so are the students. They're also ready. They're waiting for the results. Yes.
I'm very enthusiastic to know whether we enjoyed their stories or not. Well, we did. And in the third position, we have Shrishti Chakrabarti.
Shrishti is here.
Congratulations, Shrishti.
That is Shrishti in the third. Shrishti Chakrabarti in the third position.
Yes.
Okay.
Second, we have Srinjoyita Gure.
Srinjoyita, where are you? Srinjoyita, you're here. There you go, Shrinjoyita Gure.
And in the first position, I think all of us would agree that it's well deserved by Priyadarshini Poddar.
Priyadarshini is first. Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Priyadarshini comes in first. And Shrinjoyita Gure is second. Shrishti Chakrabarti.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done to all three of you and the other students and participants.
Okay,
Okay.
I can see a few disappointed faces, sir.
Lovely
But
stories.
please don't feel disappointed because this is your first time and you have lots of time to improve yourselves and to work harder and perform better. Participating is gaining confidence. And once you gain confidence, you will definitely do better the next time you take part in a competition.
Absolutely correct. It's the exposure, huh? It's the exposure that you need. And you are getting that exposure right now. Okay,
You're
so
very
learn, all right? All of you are winners. All of you are definitely winners. But since we say this is a competition, so we need to get out a first, a second, and a third. All right? It doesn't mean that the others have lost. None of you have lost. In fact, each and every one of you have gained. Okay, you have gained through the stories of your friends. All right, so learn. All right, you need to learn from them. The more you learn, the faster you learn, the better it is for you. Okay, the winners, are your parents there with you? The winners, all of you are winners, of course. The ones who came in first, second, and third. Your parents there with you? Would they like to share something with us? Priyadarshini, Shrishti, Shrinjoyita, would your parents like to share? Give us suggestions or a feedback. It would only help us. All right? No?
Sir, my father is in the hospital and my mother is in the school. I am with my grandmother.
So grandmother can say something. You can.
Yes, I'm calling.
Yeah, you can speak in Bengali. You can speak in Hindi, or you can speak in English. Shrinjoyita, is mommy there? Daddy there? No.
Oh, my mother is not there. Daddy is also not there. But my elder sister like to share some suggestion.
Okay, definitely. Listen to
Hi,
her.
sir. Hi, miss. I'm Shoumi Shah from class 10C.
Yes, show me. Yes, we are listening to you.
Miss, like Marina miss. Where is Marina miss?
I'm here, Shoumi. Good
It's
afternoon.
long time. I haven't seen you.
Okay. I think you're missing me. We're missing you, all of you too.
Yes, like I'm eagerly waiting for school to reopen and it's like that one. To have all kinds of fun.
Yes, we are all waiting for that, Shomi. We are all waiting for that.
We're all eagerly waiting for that.
Yes. Like
Okay.
hope that school will reopen soon.
Okay, Shomi. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, sir. My grandmother is here.
Yes, Priyadarshini. Yes. হ্যাঁ ম্যাম বলুন।
হ্যাঁ নমস্কার।
হ্যাঁ নমস্কার বলুন।
হ্যাঁ খুব ভালো লাগলো প্রোগ্রামটা। এরা হ্যাঁ এইভাবেই তো সব উৎসাহ পাবে সব বাচ্চারা।
কনফিডেন্স এখান থেকেই পাবে।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
বুঝতে ওদের জন্য এটা করা হয়েছে।
খুব ভালো হয়েছে, শুনছিলাম তো, আমি পাশে বসে শুনছিলাম।
আপনাদেরকে ভালো লাগেছে, ওটা আমাদের জন্য ভালো। ঠিক আছে, থ্যাংক ইউ।
আচ্ছা
ধন্যবাদ।
ধন্যবাদ, নমস্কার।
Okay, once again, thank you to each and every one of you. We come to the end of today's program. We'll have to thank our managing trustee, our chairman, our principal, vice principal, teacher in charge, of course the judges, the class teachers, and especially all you students. Without you, we would not have had this, isn't it? You had to be present. And of course, I have my IT here. He has helped a lot. Our IT guy, that is Mr. Mirmoy Chatterjee, definitely put in a lot of effort to make this possible. All right. Thank you, boys and girls. We miss you and we love you a lot. Okay. We are waiting for you to get back once we get the permission to open, of course. All right. God bless all of you. God bless all of you. Stay safe.
Thank you, sir.
Stay healthy. All
Thank
right.
you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
And enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.